Hello and welcome to another episode of the Pro Crastinators podcast. I'm Ben Saint and this is Give and Take.
That's about the what? Oh God, what's the phrase? That's about the long and short of it. That's true.
That's about a spicy meatball. That's
That's a me,
amore.
Mario.
That's a me,
yeah.
Mario.
Sometimes just a week goes by, and then I'm like, oh, a week went by, and nothing really happened.
Yeah, I feel like we just did the last one. I mean, what did I do? What did I do this week? This week I watched GameStop plummet.
Oh yeah, what about that? You had some, didn't you?
Yeah, and in fact I bought some more as it continued to go down. And in fact I have an order to buy even more if it goes down further.
Ben, sounds like being stupid is what this is.
No, it's so cheap now that like why not? Right?
I have heard that like the narrative of like this is hurting the billionaires is sort of being perpetuated like in bad faith by people who who like started the whole thing. Like they wanted people to buy into it and to put money into it because then they'd be rich from the stocks that they bought initially. And like there's a smaller amount of people who got off. There was an incentive to like push that like the narrative of that further and further, even if it wasn't necessarily true. I think I've learned like since then that it's not as clean as the billionaires all lost money. Lots of other people did make money. It's who not also
like I don't think it's not like I don't think that the people doing it had a vested interest in pushing that angle to encourage people to jump on the bandwagon, but I don't see how it like wasn't actually Melvin Capital versus retail investors. Like that is what it was.
Largely, I wish I could remember exactly like the way it was explained to me, but there was this, what was it, like financial something blog that I read. I'm stupid. I can't remember. It doesn't matter.
I think that's sus. Honestly, I mean, do I trust?
Well, it was quite well written. Like it acknowledged that it's definitely hurting some people, but like ultimately the people who the game of chicken sort of thing, like the last people are more hurt by buying in when it's at the top, and then
no shit.
I know, it's just sort of, I don't know. I feel a little differently about like how because it's gone down now. It's less doing anything, and people who got into it at the peak of the hype maybe just ended up losing a lot of money and not doing a lot of damage to the billionaires that they were trying to do. And it sucks for them. This
is a terrible argument. This is a terrible argument. Like, yes, obviously, if you bought at the peak and it's gone down, you've lost money. No shit.
No, this is why I shouldn't have brought it up, because I can't remember the argument, because it was quite compelling. I was like, I guess, yeah, fuck it, whatever. I was just trying to make conversation because I'm on the Pro Crastinators podcast.
Why would you try and make conversation with me? Why would you do that? Why would you try
Ben,
speak on the Pro Crastinators podcast?
I don't know, Ben. Maybe it's because I like you. Maybe it's because I like talking to you.
Shut up. Okay. I think there are two ways to look at it. You could say like, oh, okay, the Wall Street Bets people pushed the narrative that, we're going to stick it to the billionaires. And it was just, that was just their angle. But I mean, you could just as easily say, some financial blog or whatever, or some other investor who knows what their motives are? I mean, maybe that they want to do that because they want to throw these, the retail investor under the bus. They want to make like a pro-capital argument. I feel like those two things are like both entirely possible.
I just think that it was sold as a lot more simplistic for like to get people interested in investing. To the detriment of a lot of people who put too much money into it and have lost quite a lot. There's the thing that was going around, like,
I mean,
Wall Street bets have been like suppressing posts that are talking about people losing all of their money.
It's not Wall Street Bet's fault.
No.
Somebody bet everything, if somebody invested more than they were willing to lose and then they lost it.
I mean, I don't know. Is there no culpability at all?
Yes.
Like for even slightly for exaggerating the harm that is being done to the billionaires and the because like none of these, well, not none of them, I guess some
nobody knew how it was going to shake out.
No.
In fact, nobody even really knows how it's shaken out because it's still an open question whether they've covered their shorts or not.
I think my issue is like I'm quite a cautious person, so like I took my time. Just like I didn't want to jump in straight away, and I kind of waited too long for me to even jump in at all. And then it turns out I can't even do Robinhood, and other things are not as good. So it's like, well, whatever, fuck it.
That's why you gotta have a Fidelity account like me.
Yeah, but a lot of people who got into this, obviously they had never they didn't know how the stock market worked exactly, and they were going off of what other people were telling them. And a lot of people went into all of this quite uninformed as to the repercussions because of the hype. I don't understand
your argument. Yeah, they shouldn't have done that.
I think I just dislike hype a lot in general, and this is one of those instances where maybe the hype caused more damage than was necessary.
Speaking as someone who literally lost money because of the hype, it's my fault. It's my fucking problem.
Yeah. I just feel like there's trying to be like there's, it's difficult to say, oh, morally you should, like, I don't know, put a warning. Like, I don't know what the solution would be. It just sucks that like if not all the information is given and there's hype, people are gonna do things emotionally, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know enough to like make a really strong argument here, but I'm just saying.
I just think people are responsible for themselves. It's whose fault? I mean, this was not like, there was that one guy, a deep fucking value, but like he wasn't the one like running. He wasn't like running the whole hype machine. He was kind of behind the whole plan, but it's not like he was out there like.
None of them knew that it was going to blow up like that. Yeah, that's true. It's not like I'm trying to blame somebody for other people losing money. That's not the way I'm thinking about it.
Here's my issue. Let's assume that actually the shorts have been covered, like the whole thing is done. It is down, and it is going to stay down and continue to go down. There is no more gasoline left in the GME machine. It is a lost cause. It was a failed attempt, and it didn't work. It spiked for a minute, and that's it. I mean, that could be the case. It's pretty likely. It's fairly likely the case. But like nobody knew how it was going to shake out. It was not known that would be the result. So like it can be true. Both things can be true, that like the like stick it to the billionaires sentiment was sincerely meant, and that did not occur.
I know, I absolutely believe that it was sincerely meant at first, or at least majority of people were like I'm not saying the narrative is completely false. I'm just saying that there was a vested interest in certain people who got into it early to keep the narrative going. And I was saying, like, on Wall Street Bets, the Reddit thread, people's posts about how they got into it because of the hype and they've lost their life savings. Stupid. Obviously, they're at fault for that.
Shouldn't.
But those posts were being, like, suppressed to give the impression that it was a lot more successful for everyone.
When you say suppressed,
well, deleted, I don't know.
I mean, the like the front page of Wall Street Bets was covered in people like, and it was the same thing on like the when I was in Bitcoin, I would sometimes look at the Bitcoin subreddit, and it was the same thing then. It like the front page is covered in posts that are super fucking bullish, that are all like, this shit's going to the moon, this shit's gonna go as high as, this is gonna go infinitely high, we're all gonna make $1 million, because that's what people want to see, and that's what gets upvoted, and that's what, you know, that's what ends up getting the most visibility. That's just how Reddit works.
I guess. Sure. I heard that people's posts were being deleted, not that they were just not getting upvotes, but I haven't looked into it myself. I just heard that. It was on a Vosh stream.
Well, here's okay. Aside from the GME thing, right? That's the other thing. I'm very annoyed. I'm very annoyed about Dogecoin. I don't like it.
Yeah. I don't know what's been going on with that exactly.
Well, basically, like while the GME thing was going on, I don't know if it was all Elon, but like Elon wasn't a part of it, and every time Elon tweets about anything, like the market does weird shit. So God. Elon et al., while the GME thing was going on, he was like, "Oh, Dogecoin to the moon," and then it did, and it's like it went up pretty high, and I like saw it shooting up, and I tried to get a Robinhood account to get some, and they didn't approve. They only approved me like 2 days ago. Like and I don't even know if I want to use it anymore. And I don't know. I thought it was just going to spike momentarily, but like it's still going up. It's gone up even more today. It's almost back up to like where it peaked at the time. So like it's still rising, and that's fine. That's fine and everything. But it really pisses me off that like the GME thing was like, okay, we can be skeptical if we want, but supposedly it was like about something. It was like, oh, let's like, you know, little guy beat the hedge fund managers. It was about something. And then Elon et al. just do like, hey guys, look at this other thing. Haha, funny Dogecoin meme currency, crypto of the people. And like, that's fine. It's fine that people made money on that. But I think it's really despicable of Elon to like do that at that moment. Like what was the need for it? It didn't even have anything to do with it. It's just like at a moment people were thinking about stocks. He was like, "Hey, look at this other stock." And it worked.
I mean,
God damn it.
Elon, yeah, people love Elon, but like what's despicable about mentioning it? Even knowing that it would like spike Dogecoin.
Well, I don't know. I mean, for one thing, maybe people who might have been considering the GME thing might have been diverted to Doge.
Right, okay.
I mean, the fervor was about GME and AMC and Nokia and all that. Yeah. And Dogecoin didn't have anything to do with it. But I don't know, because it's funny and because it's Elon, got a lot of hype.
There's a lot of Reddit energy in the entire thing. It's just sort of like, haha, like, I don't know anything about this stuff, but it's like what everyone else is doing. Oh, cool. Elon's also tweeting about this other thing that's also money related. Haha, that's really funny. Doge, very currency, much wow.
I know. That's what I said, and it makes me really mad.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose. I don't know. I mean,
it's not just sour grapes. Because like I'm fine with the fact. Okay, on the one hand, like I do. It's not about the fact that like people made money. It's about the fact that Elon got his way. That's what makes me mad. Also,
yeah.
If Elon owns Dogecoin, this is like,
wait, does he?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't think
he might or he might not.
I thought I've heard that it was made by some. I guess whoever made it doesn't necessarily have most of it. But
not necessarily. That's a thing that like fucking that McAfee. I saw like a little YouTube documentary about John McAfee, and apparently he would do a thing where he would invest in crypto, and then he would do like a public appearance circuit talking about the crypto, pump up its value by getting it exposure, and then just sell it. Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Elon's doing that, but like if he owns Dogecoin,
God, that, you know,
anything that he tweets about,
it probably. I mean, like if he sees like, oh, all of these Reddit bros are getting interested in stocks and shares and investing, maybe if I get some Dogecoin, I can get them to pivot over to investing in the thing that makes me more money.
Maybe.
It would be uncharacteristically intelligent for Elon Musk, so I don't know.
I mean, he knows how to make money.
True.
And I'm sure he understands. I'm sure he understands like what his tweets tend to do to the market. Like that time that he tweeted that like that Tesla stock was too high and then it went down. I just hate him. I just really hate him, and I am upset that that's something that he likes happened. That's pretty much the long and short of it.
Preach.
Yeah.
I feel like that, like, generally speaking, all of this stuff is just made, like, the major good, I think, is just letting a lot of people understand how fucking fake everything is in terms of, like, finances. Like, a lot of people have become disillusioned to it, and that's, you know, good because it's true, and now they know, but yeah. Okay. There's not much that can be done about it immediately, but I think... I mean,
everyone already knew.
Well, I don't think everyone knew quite to the extent, because everyone's just heard of stocks, and they don't really... Like, the layman... the layman doesn't know quite how, like, manipulative stock people are. They just assume, well, they're just doing things, I don't know. They make money by... like, they have no idea that it's all based on I don't know, deliberately fucking with real people.
It is a good example of like the economy being imaginary. I mean, I don't think it's gonna have like convince that many people that like didn't already have that opinion. You know,
I guess not.
Well, but I guess that's the case of like everything. I guess it's all just like death by 1,000 cuts. You know, like in terms of like showing like people understanding that like, oh, the system is rigged.
I mean, I think you're right in that a lot of people know that things are rigged and like it's not fair, and there's like a class of people at the top that are too powerful, and it sucks. There's just difference in opinion of like whether that's a problem, and if there is someone at the top, who is it, and what should we do about it? Some people would think it's the Jews that are at the top, which is dumb. Lol.
That's right. That's good. Yeah.
And then other people would think that it's not a problem because they want to be at the top.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah,
I don't know. The mindset of like imagine believing that like whoever is at the top like obviously deserves to be there because they are there, and if they didn't deserve to be there, they wouldn't be there. They must have earned it somehow, right? Like things must be fair. Like the world must be a fair place where merit is rewarded. Therefore, whoever is at the top must deserve it and must also be the best person in addition to being the most successful. Cuz it would just be fucked up if it were any other way. So
yeah,
it can't be. Well, feel a lot of that. I feel a lot of that attitude when I go to fucking Twitter and I see these fucking liberals replying to Brooklyn Dad Defiant, that filthy weenie piece of shit, about that lady smashing her guitar and saying it's racist that she did that.
Yeah, what the hell was that? I didn't catch all of it.
I
only recently
I don't know. It was I guess some band performed on SNL and like the woman guitarist smashed her guitar, and Brooklyn Dad Defiant is like, what's up with that? And all these filthy goblins in the replies are like, a real display of unwarranted white privilege. Did you know that starving Africans would love to eat that guitar? And just
as opposed to warranted white privilege.
As opposed to warranted white privilege. I don't know, just like a bunch of liberal hand rigging over shit that doesn't matter. Like
it
it's
really doesn't
literally
matter.
just like rock and roll is dangerous and gonna corrupt our kids. Like, so uncouth.
I
I don't know
mean,
how these people take themselves seriously.
like in an abstract sort of way, you could say, "Oh, she has the money to smash a guitar because she knows she can buy
Okay.
another one." But like
Okay.
that's so like irrelevant
Okay.
to everything.
Okay. The thing about that is how fucking dog brained do you have to be to like okay, there's the guitar that she's smashing, couple $100 versus like this woman is appearing on SNL, right? Like that is like, oh, this woman who's appearing on SNL, that's fine. But like smashing a guitar is just an unwarranted display of privilege. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like that's like the guitar is nothing. Like
Right.
if you're trying to like criticize power, should be like, oh, this is like here's a person who's getting this huge platform to like promote themselves. This is
Yeah,
like
it's
this is
it's like
a huge opportunity that represents like a massive potential future earnings for this person. It's so much more than the guitar, right? The guitar is like a mote of dust in the avalanche
yeah,
of
like
what this event that you are witnessing is, and
it
you're
could
like too
be
fucking
that
stupid.
being on SNL means that she has the money potential to smash that guitar, whereas before she didn't. And
I
it's
mean,
like,
I would think it was stupid and dumb to be like, no one should be on SNL because that means they have too much privilege. I would think that's stupid too. But at least you would be like, you wouldn't be missing the forest for the trees quite so much, right?
yeah,
If you
very
want to hyper focus
surface
on something
level,
stupid,
surface
yeah,
level woke brigade stuff.
yeah, right, right. That's what was making me mad today. Um, did you see Chris Chan tweeting the
I
slime coin
did.
and the pins? That's so
Yeah,
fucking cool. So fucking
she's
cool.
got the red man pin and the
She's
gun
got the
girl
red
pin.
man pin. She's got it all. And then predictably a bunch of very obviously mentally ill people just like swarming in the replies to be like, Chris is bad. Chris, you are
Yeah, I
bad.
got one of
Look at
those.
look
I
at this
muted the
picture.
conversation because I was like,
Posting an
okay, I
ugly
don't.
picture of you, like screaming at a web camera to own you, followed by a gif, a funny gif of a dog going what to make you look foolish. Haha.
I don't get it. I mean, I guess I understand. Like if you're so like frothing at the mouth, like raging, that you would do that to every tweet they post. It just
Yeah.
sort of, I
It's
don't
the
know.
same people
It's got
too.
nothing to do with anything. It's just
It's the same people
Chris
too.
Chan is showing that she got a box with stuff in it. Look at this. Oh yeah, well you're Chris Chan, so
Oh yeah,
yeah.
well, look at this like ugly drawing someone did of you. Stupid. It's the same people too. Like I've seen some of these like accounts. Some of these accounts are just explicitly called like Sonichu fucker 666 or whatever. So like this is a dedicated account for this purpose, and others just seem to be like otherwise kind of normal looking people, but who like just are following Chris just to do this stuff. And it's people with like 6 followers who I don't know. Other than that, like they just like I don't know
It's
retweet like
it's got
announcements about Marvel movies or whatever.
it's
Uh,
like a crossed arm reaction channels, those sort of things where they're just it's got that sort of vibe to it where it's like they're very angry and very insistent on things that are really unimportant all the time, and they
there
all
is
tend to have their arms crossed with their angry furry avatars. Nothing against furries, but it is funny.
okay. There is one person though. Okay, there are a few people who are the same, except instead of posting like "I hate you," they post like "looks nice, Chris" or whatever. And some of these people also have like Sonichu and Rose. These are like young or like uh uh either young or mentally handicapped artists who draw Sonichu fan art, and they have their own little clique in this
I would
weird.
tend to assume it's more that they're like mentally handicapped. Because I
Yeah.
don't know if Sonichu is like a hot thing that the kids are into at all.
Well, no, but I mean, there could be some who
If
are
there's
just
if there's any kids around, it's the people making the I hate you Chris Chan accounts, the 14-year-olds
probably
who like go to cringe compilations.
that's probably true. But there's this one person who honestly like gives me a very uncomfortable vibe, and it's not for any reasons you might think. This person, this girl, she replies to things, and everything she says is a reply that's like, do your best. It might not be much, but I know you're doing the best you can. Heart, 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 heart. And like all her posts on Twitter are like comics that she's drawn. She's not very good at drawing, but whatever. She'll post like a page of her comic and be like, I know it's not much, but I'm doing the best I can. And it's so creepy. I do not like it at all.
But they're doing the best they can, Ben.
I don't know what's going on there. It was like, no, she posted this in response. Like, I posted the crystal, the crystal Chris sent me, and she replies, it's not much, but I know whatever it is, I'm sure it's wonderful. And then a bunch of like heart gift boxes emojis.
Why say it's not?
I don't know.
Doesn't look like much.
I don't know. I know that I am like seeing mental illness here, and I probably like should just, I don't know. I probably shouldn't worry about it, but it's sad. Like it's like distressing me. It's distressing me. This person seems to be in a bad way. This is like their mode of operation,
like
and I'm
strained
like,
optimism at all times.
I mean, all of her tweets sound like she's trying to make the best of a situation that she is on the verge of tears over. And that's regardless of like whether it's like she made something and wants people to see it, or just other people are having a completely unrelated conversation. Oh,
True.
boy.
I mean, it could be sad. It could just be learned behavior from hearing. Like if it's a mental thing, like an autism thing. There's a lot of when you're talking to someone, I don't know like specific scientific like things of this is this mental illness, this is that one, but sometimes like you will hear them repeat phrases that the parents have obviously said to them, and things they've heard on TV, and so little of like their actual thoughts on things. So like, gotta make the best of the situation. Like maybe they had a parent who was upset that they were handicapped, and they try to make the best of the situation, where it's like, I don't know. I could see that happening.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. Sometimes there are some tweets I see, and some like accounts that I see tweeting over and over again give me a vibe that is like weird in some way, and I'm like, sometimes I get a little like weirded out and like kind of fucked up about it. Like, God, this person seems like really fucked up. This person is like kind of scary, or like it's depressing to contemplate what this person's like. But like, I don't know, a lot of the time, and I remember like how many times have I like known someone online who's weird, and then I meet them in person and like they're not as like bizarre as they seemed on the internet. So really, I try to tell myself like probably most of the time that's the case.
Disabled people are not that strange unless they're like an extreme case. Like you can hold a conversation with them. They may not have like much like interesting things to say, but like it's they're generally normal. They just have like weird fascinations with specific things.
Yeah.
And repeat phrases that they've heard rather than learning how to, I don't know, come up with their own.
You know what? Like honestly, the fact that this account is like it's so consistent, which makes me think maybe you're right. Maybe they learned this behavior or these phrases and are just kind of like, I'll just say that. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. It's a whole milieu. It's a whole It's a whole cadre of people that just are around to respond in whatever preset way they have decided on doing. Whenever
Honestly,
Chris says anything.
oh yeah.
Oh no.
Whenever Chris says anything. No, I'm just thinking about disabled people in general.
Okay.
They feel to me, because I've worked like volunteered. I've told that before. Like volunteer work for helping disabled people in like summer camp stuff, and they seem so much easier to just be around because they're so lacking in judgment. They're like a
that makes them
normal
easier
person,
to be around.
Well, huh?
That makes them easier to be around.
Yeah, because they're just, I don't know, like, for lack of a better term I can think of, they're simpler. They have what they like, and they don't assume a lot because they find it difficult to understand a lot of things. Obviously things will set them off, make them upset, like they have emotions and stuff. But like if you're, amenable to them and you're not like doing anything that annoys them, they're a lot less, I don't know. I feel less at ease when I'm among teenage normal people, like non-disabled teenagers, than I am disabled people.
Well, yeah, because who knows what like regular teenagers are scheming? Like who knows what they're plotting behind your back? They're laughing at you. They're laughing at you when you're not looking.
They're laughing at me because I don't know, something.
But when it's disabled people, you're laughing at them behind their back. So it's much more comfortable.
No, it's not true.
It's true. I know.
I see a disabled person, I chuckle to myself, but I know they won't mind because they didn't hear it.
I go, you go, what a rube.
And then they show me their Thomas the Tank Engine sticker book, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool, nice.
You go, oh yeah, cool, but on the inside you're like, loser.
Who the fuck has stickers these days?
Chris told me that I should make decal sheets of the pin designs. That's the thing where like it's on like the back of plastic and like you rub it onto something, right?
I've heard of decals for like cars. I assume you could do that on phones and other things.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
like
what that is.
Yeah, it's like a sticker, but it's like a sticker, but instead of like sticking the material onto it, it has like the image is like on the back of the plastic, and you put the plastic on a thing and you like scrape the front, and it like transfers the image directly onto the thing, right? So it's like a permanent sticker with no like plastic layer that it's printed on. Which I mean, I could do that, I guess. Oh, but the profit margins wouldn't be there. It's all about that profit margin.
The thing I would equate it to, by the way, is not like that they have less of a judgmental side, mostly because their mental faculties are like kind of young compared to the physical age of their body. So they'll have like, a brain of a 10-year-old or whatever. And children, you don't laugh at them for being into whatever.
I do.
Well, yeah, sure. You stomping on kids all day.
Yeah.
But like
kick them when they're down, and they're always down because they're short.
Yeah, but it's just like working with kids. They're very like simple and easy to understand, and they don't judge you too much. Anyone too old is like, this is like, there could be drama with this person if they, and they might have like ideas that I disagree with. Fuck. Why can't people just be into weird like? They might
be a Pete Buttigieg supporter, and then we're gonna.
If somebody has that Pete Buttigieg sticker book, I'm not going to like
like, hey, watch this. Look at my my Pete Buttigieg doodles.
It's like, no, I'm not gonna. That's not cute. That's not nice.
Did you see that drawing of Ronald Reagan? The one that it was like a congresswoman did, right? Like a 30-something congresswoman did like a child's fucking like pencil sketch of Ronald Reagan, and she has it hanging in her office. Yeah.
What is it with congresswomen these days? I don't get it. What's going on with them?
I'll tell you is that the GOP doesn't have any standards. The GOP will just elect any fucking person who says that they, I don't know, will continue austerity politics.
I didn't pay attention to the like politicians and senators and whatever, or MPs. I didn't pay attention to all that when I was young. Maybe people this insane have been being voted in for decades, and I never noticed. But now that I'm more like, it's just so bizarre to think someone could be that brazenly stupid and then get elected.
I mean, most people don't pay that much attention to like, they're like district representatives,
sure,
right?
Yeah.
Like that's below a lot of people's radar. So like in some counties you can get elected for that kind of thing with like relatively fewer votes than you might think. And nevertheless, you fucking work in the Capitol building after that because I don't know. Yeah.
Not to say that a badly drawn picture of Ronald Reagan is stupid. It's just very cringe. Well, I don't know why you would be proud of that drawing.
It is stupid. I mean, because imagine you're an adult. You're an adult, and you're like, "Look, I drew this." First of all, it's a terrible drawing.
Some people cannot see their inability to do artistic things. I don't know whether that's necessarily a sign of lack of intelligence. Maybe it is.
It is. Of course, it is.
Well, I don't know. I don't know whether I sound good when I'm singing.
When you. Okay, I mean, it's cringe because it's a bad drawing, and she like didn't recognize that. Two, it's bad to like look. It's just a bad thing that like I like this politician so much that I like drew them and I hung it in my office. Like
that is quite childish.
Like that would be true even if it was a good drawing. And the third and most importantly, it's Ronald Reagan, and Ronald Reagan is a fucking dog fucker who is in hell. So nobody should like him,
dude.
So it's a 3-pronged cringe attack.
Ronald Reagan. Donald Trump. Need I say more?
No, please don't.
Our new candidate, Jonald Jefferson.
Jonald McDonald. Jonald Tron. Jonald Tron 2024.
How long is it going to be until a streamer is like running for office, or a video maker, a content creator? Because there's a lot of them now.
Oh, I mean, I
guess.
Wait, no, the Sargon of Akkad already fucking became the. Did he? No,
he became an MP. Did
he? I think he ran for MP. I don't think he became one.
Let me check.
I don't know.
I honestly don't ever think I found out.
All right, let's find out.
Clickety clack.
Carl Benjamin is a British anti-feminist YouTuber. Lol.
A former member of the so he's a member. What? Wait, I guess I don't know what member of the party means.
Member of the party doesn't mean much of anything.
He was one of his unsuccessful candidates for Southwest England constituency. Okay, yeah. Lamau. So basically, it hasn't happened yet.
What a fucking bitch. Yes. Well. I mean, you said run, and like he did run.
Well, I mean, be elected. That's what I meant.
Oh.
Could you imagine, like, I don't know, Destiny
it'll
running
happen.
and getting elected? Could you imagine that on a podium? It'd be pretty funny.
I don't think Destiny would, though. I think that would be more work for less reward than what Destiny does now. So I don't think he would do it.
True, but he might be like swayed by the potential political power that could enact more change.
He would run as a spoiler to AOC. When she runs in 2024, he runs just for that, and then accidentally wins. Maybe. Oh my god! Oh, this is so good. This is so good. The intro of Sargon's Wikipedia page includes the thing that he said, "I wouldn't even rape you." What a fucking jackass. What a fucking joke. I fucking hate this guy more than he's like in my top 5. He's like in my top 5 like people I hate the most.
Oh my god, he's
Lamau.
41, 42, says.
How old do you think he was?
I don't know, I guess I thought he was in his 30s, a little younger than that.
Nah, he's an old fuck. He's a relic. And when I'm 41, I too will be a relic, and I hope someone will throw me in the fucking gutter and forget about me. Oh man. Oh man. Damn, I'm gonna be old soon.
Soon, haha.
And then what? Can I? Man, I don't know. I'm like.
Then you can buy a cane and you can actually use it, and it'll be like a cool thing to have.
I don't even know.
You can get like a cane with a podrin at the end.
I don't even know like what I want to do with myself like this year. So I definitely don't know what I want to do when I'm like 40. Like I don't know. I know I want to finish that thing I've been working on, and I guess I want to finish a bunch of the comics that I left unfinished. And then I don't know. I don't know. I've been thinking like I don't know, maybe this whole art thing is like just not doing it for me. Maybe maybe I should consider myself a failure at this point, having like been doing it for this many years and having only produced as much as I have. You know?
Sure. Yes. I emphatically
I
agreed.
thought so. Me too. Good. Okay, cool.
I mean, there's no such thing as like starting too late. So like
that's not what I mean. That's not really what I mean.
If you had never done comics before and then you started at 40, you could still get somewhere.
Yeah,
the fact that you've done anything before this point means that you're a leg up on anyone who does start at 40.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is not that like, oh, it's too late. I haven't made it yet. I'll never make it. It's that like I've been doing it for a while and I have, only accomplished this much. Should I have been doing something else?
Like
should
what?
I start doing something? Well, I have no fucking idea. I have absolutely no other idea for what to be doing.
I mean, like, I guess at that point you're getting into like, what is the meaning of existence sort of talk? Like, not
exactly.
You want to live because that seems like it works so far, and then beyond that, I don't know. You need money to live, so you need to do something, so you can pay. But aside from that, I don't like nobody really knows, and it's hard to put a real hard label on what you need to do.
I see fucking like artists on Twitter or whatever who are like, oh, I have too many ideas and I can't draw them all. Like there's so many things I want to do. There's so many like, story ideas in my head that like I have to get down and there's not enough time in the day. And like, I'm not like that. I'm not overflowing with like ideas. I have like one idea. I have like one thing that I want to work on right now. I have a bunch of old ideas that I never completed that I could finish if I want. I'm not bursting with like, oh, I know, all these things I want to do. I don't know if anything is even worth doing. So I'm like, am I doing something wrong? They seem to have a clue that I don't have.
I mean, surely you had a moment before where you were like, oh, I want to do this comic and that comic. Or even earlier than that in your life. Like, everybody has moments of like passion and they feel like they need to exist so that they can do something specific. And at the moment you just are not feeling it in the way that maybe you used to.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it lately. Maybe that's to be expected. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm feeling the thing that I have, like, that I'm working on right now, and then, but aside from that, I'm like, oh. Even
It's hard to like
even that I'm starting to get frustrated with because it's taken longer than I wanted it to. Which is just like, of course, yes, which like of course it did. Everything always does. It's just another thing that it's like, oh, it was supposed to be done by now. It's supposed to be done by now. Just like all that other stuff that I never finished.
Well, hang on. If it's supposed to be done, like it's taking a while, but you also feel like, wow, when everything's done, what am I gonna do? Gee, nothing, I guess. Like those feel like conflicting thoughts. Like you feel like you don't have enough. You're wasting time, but the time you have left, you feel like you would waste anyway, or like you don't know what to fill it with.
Yes.
So what the fuck?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess like it's easy to like to know that something could have been done quicker if you had been working harder. But I don't know. Would you feel like you would be more into it had you already been working harder and therefore more of it had been created?
Yeah, if I was where I expected to be with it now, which is like done or almost done, like if I was almost done with it right now, I would be like, fuck yeah, this shit is like, we just gotta put the finishing touches on this and then it's go time. Like I would be excited about like, you know, putting it out soon. At the moment it's like maybe a little less than half, and I'm like, I still have that much left to do with it, and I'm like afraid. I'm like trepidatious that like, will I, like, I'm like, oh god, am I not gonna finish this too? I mean, I am gonna do it. I have to. I'm not gonna like do anything else until it's done. But it feels like, I don't know. You ever, you know, when you start a new thing, when you start a new project, and you feel like that sense of like, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah, I've had that recently.
And I know from experience that like, if you just keep going, you can always do it. Even if it ends up being a little different than you thought it would look, right? If you are flexible and, you know, if you just keep trying, if you just keep chipping away at it, it will eventually be done. You can do anything you put your mind to. It's true. So like, so like in my mind, I know that I can do it, but in my heart, I am feeling very strongly that irrational feeling of perhaps I can't do it.
Right, sure. I feel like that quite a lot with a lot of my work, where it's like I drew the Clarissa comic and I'm like, I look at it and it's like, I know that if I was, maybe it took a little longer on it, or I did work very hard, but it was like a quite a sharp deadline. Like it was only a month I could do all that work in. If I had done it a little slower, it would have been better. And I know I can draw better, and I know I can improve, and it's all of this like potential, but like I envision that, and then I see that the work I've done is not as good as I imagine I can do. And at some point I start to doubt whether my image of potential success even exists, and maybe I was overestimating myself, my abilities. Maybe I am as like shit at things that as people assume.
Absolutely, you are, for sure, 100%.
Yeah, like sometimes I like, I don't know. There's a few moments.
All that bad stuff I say about you all the time, 100% true. Confirm.
It's like occasionally people will leave a comment on something saying, "Wow, I had no idea you could do stuff like this." When I've said something smart, or I made some good drawing, and it's like,
you said something smart. It's like, wait a minute,
I didn't realize Gib was smart. I didn't realize Gib could draw. I didn't realize Gib could animate. It's like, I knew I could, but I just never did it yet, and it frustrates me because I can't like point to them and say you should have known, because they couldn't have known.
Well, that just means they hadn't seen that stuff before. That means like people are finding your stuff fresh that they hadn't seen before.
No, but like what?
Like everyone at some point, everyone who's ever seen anything you've ever done didn't know that you could do that, right?
True. But I guess what it makes me feel of is that I give off an air of being low skilled, because the things I do end up showing people are like sketches and rough things, and I'm like, fuck, I could like spend 2 hours drawing this better, but whatever, I'll put it up. I'll put something up, and then people get an impression of me that I feel is not representative of my skill level, and it's entirely my doing. It's just it sucks. Because I get impatient and I want to post things before they're finished.
But look at it the other way around. Every time someone says, wow, I didn't know Gib could do this, that's one more person who no longer has that impression, right?
Yeah, but I shouldn't have built the impression that I was shit at so many things.
Well,
I should have stayed completely silent and hid in caves under the ground, and then I should have appeared only when I was already a genius. But that's like impossible. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it's true.
You gotta suffer.
That's true.
That's just the way it is. You have to be upset, and that's all.
Yes, and I am, and that means I'm going to the moon. I've got the killer mindset, the shit mindset that makes me sad, and that's gonna carry me to the top.
I need to maximize my tears so that I can lubricate my way to success.
Water slides. It's a race to the bottom. It's a race to the bottom, and you gotta lubricate your slide down.
It's like it's like Sonic. If you go down as fast as possible, on the way back up on the other side, you'll be like zooming up to the top.
You gotta keep. It's like, okay, we gotta go as low as we can, as fast as possible to get that momentum to shoot to the moon. Trust us. We'll come out the other side. We'll come out the other side like a rocket. Go all the way through the center of the earth and out the other side, like pew, to the sun, to Jupiter. We're going to Mars. We're going to Mars with Daddy Elon.
It's all a rich tapestry.
A rich lather. A juicy.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I have to pee. Give me a minute.
Oh no.
Eleazar, cut it all. Cut this.
Alright, Eleazar, don't cut this. I'm gonna say Ben is peeing right now, and I can hear him peeing, and it sounds disgusting. It's like, oh, gross. Listen to that pee. Put in a sound effect of water, like, splashing, and me saying, oh, ew, Ben, stop peeing on the PCP. And I use that clip, and then cut back to whenever Ben is back. And he'll be none the wiser. Oh no, Ben, stop pissing. There's piss everywhere. You can use that clip as well. Layer them on top of each other, so it sounds like there's two of me. So that this is very obvious that it is an edit and is not truly happening. Oh no, Ben, stop pissing. Ben, stop peeing on the PCP. There's piss everywhere.
All right, Gib.
Yeah?
I think you should have a seat before I tell you what I'm about to tell you.
I'm sitting already.
That was a test to see if you would betray me, and you failed. What? If you would tell Eleazar to put pee sound effects over the PCP to embarrass me, you failed the test, Gib. I'm sorry.
So it wasn't actually... You didn't actually pee? You was...
No, I did, but it was also a test.
Impromptu test. Impromptu quiz.
That's the thing about me. Is like I'm exhausting. I'm just an exhausting person to be around because I'm constantly like setting up like little like tests and hurdles to jump over and fanciful riddles to be solved if progress is to be made.
You have
It's a nightmare.
like a zip file of every DM I've ever given you, so that you could use them to the greatest extents.
Didn't Jesse say that he had that on all of us at Radcon 2?
I feel like that was facetious, but I don't know. I don't think he was ever going to use it.
Okay. I thought it was facetious. I couldn't tell if it was facetious or not, and I assumed it was. Somebody else, I won't say who. I don't want to embarrass them in case I'm wrong, in case they were wrong. But somebody else told me that they were like, I don't know if he's joking about that, and I was like, huh. He was probably joking.
There's no way, like. There's no way that he would actually do a thing where he's like expose on the PCP. They said, no, I don't know, what would they like?
No, you're right.
Like, what even could there be anyway?
Yeah, you're right. Also, I've never said anything bad.
True, me neither. Don't listen to early episodes of the PCP.
No, those were all cool.
We've all says, laughing maniacally.
We were just being cool. If you know what I'm saying. We were, though. We were being wicked cool. We were unironically being based as fuck. Most of the time. I don't know. What are we doing? What are we doing here, Gib? Where's this all going?
Like in the universe? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
We're here
where's this headed? Let's see where this is going. Where's this all going exactly?
Well, there's the heat death of the universe, which I'm very excited for. I'm gonna stream that.
Yeah. That's gonna be some great content. That's gonna be some great content right there.
I'm gonna post it to my to the future. To whatever future thing still exists that you can stream on. Dude, imagine like streaming like across like galaxies and aliens responding in Super Chat, but like 10,000 years after you finished.
Oh, like they're getting the Twitch stream.
Yeah, they get the Twitch
stream. Millions of years from now and millions of light years away.
Yeah, and like thousands, like millions of years later, like people will start getting Super Chats that have long since died of old age.
Oh,
and the aliens are like
based. The aliens are like they're sending super chats to Twitch in the I see.
Like all of the messages appear.
God, I hope the Twitch servers are still running then.
Oh yeah.
I hope Amazon still owns everything. Otherwise, then we'll never get those fucking alien bucks. Those alien crypto.
I just that's kind of funny, the idea that like all of the things that are being sent out will be returned, and like if the aliens like pick up on a meme, for example, they will come 1,000 years too late to the party saying that meme in chat over and over again. It's like, what the fuck is this ancient fucking shit? The cake is a lie? What?
They're like
they're only just learning about Reddit.
Super boomers.
Like, in 100 years.
10,000 years from now, they'll still think that like Minions memes on Facebook are so funny.
That's a pretty good idea for a story.
I guess it is.
That's Homestuck. I guess that's Homestuck.
I guess it,
but different.
It is Homestuck. Shit.
Aliens and memes.
It's like what's that one? It's a little bit like, is it Your Name? Or no, what's the early one? The one about the girl who or guy who goes into space or whatever, and they have to text each other, and it's like light speed, so there's like time dilation. Digi made that video about it a million years ago.
Is that Interstellar? Or I don't know what you're talking about. Is that a game or a film?
No, it's a film. You remember Digi did that video that was the overview of all the movies that guy who made Your Name made, and one of his early ones that he made all by himself was
Was it
about.
an anime movie? I guess it must be.
Yeah,
okay. Your Name, I thought, was like a book that was turned into a thing.
Well,
but,
it became a movie. It became it became an anime movie.
I'm thinking of like something.
Okay,
Who cares?
no, I gotta get it. Makoto Shinkai one man anime. What is this? No, okay, She and Her Cat. She and Her Cat was the cat movie that he made. And then fuck, what was the one about fucking time dilation?
Now that you're talking about anime, I kind of vaguely remember there was a phone involved.
Okay, Makoto Shinkai, Voices of a Distant Star. Voices of a Distant Star. There we go.
What was the point you was bringing with that?
Oh god, the plot of it is that like a girl and her boyfriend, he goes into like space to be a spaceman, but they want to like keep in touch, and like they text each other, but because of like time dilation and interstellar distances, the texts are like further and further removed in time, so they're like getting texts from each other when they were like teenagers, like when they're fucking old and shit or something. And I don't know, they don't just break up and fuck other people, because who gives a shit? I don't know, because it's very romantic.
They'd never know.
They'd never know. They'd never know. They'd never know.
They just could have been talking to an AI.
It's like he joins the army to go into space, and the AI programs him an AI that will pretend to be his Earth girlfriend, sending him time dilated texts for the rest of his life.
Yeah, every so often she'll like the AI will slip in a little like pro-military like stay. Like it's really cool that you're like in the military and fighting for like,
this is really helping. Hey, this is really helping the GDP back home.
Yeah, keep up the good work.
He's like 80. He's like 80. He's on like a distant galaxy or whatever, and he still thinks he's getting texts from his 18-year-old girlfriend, who is now 19. In his frame of reference. So getting up there, but still hot. and then he dies.
Wait a minute. So if the time that like she's only aged 1 year and he's aged so many years, but like how have they been communicating? Surely he would be like,
well, that's the plot
sending
of the
her
movie.
A message every microsecond. From her perspective, like 80 years worth of texts come like within a week.
I don't know. I haven't fucking watched this shit. I don't give a fuck. Maybe the movie explains it. I don't know.
When he's on his deathbed, he's like, I think, can I type send nudes, please? Just one.
He's on his deathbed, and he's like, wait a minute, there's a fucking plot hole. This doesn't make any sense. This movie sucks.
Looks at the camera. He was the reviewer the whole time. Oh, that's another thing. A movie where the reviewer is the main character.
It was called what's his name? Doug Walker's already made like 14 movies. So it's too late. It's too late.
No. Those are movies made by people who review media, but like I'm talking like a meta movie where like the reviewer of the movie is the protagonist. And he's like, this sucks. I hate this character, meaning myself. Cuts himself, like
that's I mean, didn't M. Night Shyamalan make like the movie critic like the villain of Lady in the Water? I guess he wasn't reviewing the movie he was in specifically.
It's like, wait a minute, that's a plot hole. That's cringe.
Wait. Okay, the plot of the movie. There's two reviewers. There's a good guy reviewer and the bad guy reviewer, and the good guy reviewer, his quest, his hero's journey is to convince people that the movie he is in that you are watching is right now is good, and the villain is to convince you that it is bad, to convince everyone that it is bad, and it's a battle of attrition.
It's like a Sherlock Holmes thing where one of them is trying to like point out plot holes and the other guy is like, no, actually it makes total sense because
Yeah, it's like
and the villain goes ding every so often.
It's like Death Note, right? It's like an incredible like battle of wits, and they're like constantly outsmarting each other. There's like, aha, death of the author though, and you're like, oh no, my entire argument has crumbled. And just make a whole series about it.
Yeah,
Maybe six seasons in a movie. That's content rich. That's content rich IP right there.
it's like the sequel is him grappling with the idea of sequels.
The movie is called Viewer. Or reviewers. I don't know. Fuck yeah. This shit, you know what? I take back everything I said about not now I know what I'm doing. I'm making this shit for the rest of my life as soon as the secret project is done. Fuck all that other shit. Fuck Beastcapades, fuck the champion. It's on to reviewer. I mean, it's just a winning formula.
Really, the best ideas are the ones that make you laugh, regardless of whether they're good.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that makes me happy, is like thinking of, I had this like, I didn't end up doing it because it was so stupid. But it was just like, I was thinking of getting a random YouTube video and then just occasionally replacing one of the nouns with dinner from like Zelda CDI cutscene,
Dinner?
YouTube poop quote, where the king says, "I wonder what's for dinner." Getting that clip
okay.
and just saying like Marquez Brownlee with the new dinner phone, and I was laughing so much at the idea that I could just do that at any moment. I could edit that, and it would be so easy.
It'd be so easy. It would be, nothing could be simpler.
It was just the funniest idea, and I laughed myself to sleep. It was great.
Fascinating.
But I didn't do it though. Because it was so pointless. I had other things to do with my life.
Yeah, that's true. Life's the little things, though. You know.
It is.
Yeah. One day you'll if you don't stop to make a YouTube poop once in a while, you might miss it.
True.
Yeah, life comes at you fast. What the fuck are we talking about?
Nothing.
Anime? Fuck that. Fuck.
Dude, what
that
is
shit.
your favorite anime?
Dark Souls.
Oh, it is made by Miyazaki, so...
Yeah. It's my favorite Miyazaki movie. Yeah, I'm sure someone's made that fucking joke before.
No, nobody's made that joke because it's so stupid. It's so obvious.
It's awful. Everyone else was too ashamed. But it's a race to the bottom, and I won.
My tears are lubricating the
path.
path.
I made it. I got there so fast. I'm gonna shoo up the opposite slope, up the mountain.
Speed run, being so depressed that you become God.
Oh God! Speaking of becoming God, I beat Noida. I was playing Noida again right before we started. I had to stop playing Noida to record this stupid podcast. Noida is so fucking cool. I can't even stand it.
You beat it?
I beat
What's
it.
at the bottom?
A boss. Well, no. Okay. I mean, should I spoil Noida? Do you want me to spoil Noida?
I haven't even looked at the game. Well, aside from that one time. So I don't know. I don't really like roguelike. I mean, it's not random chance for upgrades annoys me.
It's so fucking good. I mean, okay, I'll just to prove that I'm a badass, I'm gonna spoil Noida. Cover your ears for a second. You get to the bottom. You get to the last level, and you fight a boss. And
What?
Yep. And you kill him. And you pick up this thing.
No.
You pick up this mysterious thing called... The place you go is called The Work. And you pick up this thing called The Salt. And you put the salt in this machine. And the machine activates, and the entire world... There's a shockwave, and the entire world turns to gold. And you also turn to gold, and you die. And it's fucking cool. But apparently that's like the bad ending for babies. And there are like... If you do other things along your way to winning, you can get other endings where you don't die or other things happen. And also the salt is apparently called other things in other circumstances. And there's a whole bunch of like, okay, this is fucking crazy. There are all these like orbs scattered around the places, and you got to get orbs, and you got to get orbs, and more orbs means you get different endings. And there are secret places, like to the left of the starting area there's this giant tree, and if you climb this giant tree and go over it, there's like a whole other like section over there. And if you go to the right and it, like, instead of going under the mountain to start delving down into the mines and get to the real ending, if you can climb over the mountain or like burrow your way through it, you come out the other side, and there's like a whole desert over there, and the desert leads to some other weird shit. And if you go into the sky, there's like a secret altar there. And if you place emerald tablets on the altar, you get stuff for it. And if you go even above that altar, you can get to an infinite zone that is also called the work, but it's in the sky. And if you go above the sky work, you can go to the moon. You can literally go to the moon.
So it's like Terraria, but they actually have where you can jump to space.
A little bit, I guess. I mean, you go to the moon, and apparently the moon is made of a unique material that is found nowhere else in the game, and it is called cheese. And if you bring these like secret essences to the moon and give it to the moon will crack open, and these like secret fluids that are like nowhere else, that are these secret rare fluids, will like explode out of the moon. And
wait a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously
I haven't done any of this. I've just been reading the wiki about all this. It's fucked up, man.
So does that mean the player character is Wallace or Gromit?
The player character is an alchemist. This is something that is not. It's not really stated anywhere. The name of the game, Noita, it means witch in Finnish. So you'd think you were a witch, but I think you are actually an alchemist, because like the end of the game is about turning things to gold, and there are other monsters in the game that kind of look like you that are called things that are like alchemist name, and everything in the game is named in Finnish, and I guess the whole thing is based in like Finnish folklore apparently. It's so fucking cool. Oh my god. Okay.
I do like the whole cheese moon thing, but but more importantly, the fact that you can go up and even upper. I like secrets behind secrets.
I'm not exactly sure how you get there. Like, if it's just a matter of like finding a way to like go high enough, or if there's like some other thing you have to do. But like the moon is there, you can go to it, and there was a. I didn't know that like the entire map is connected, because like you finish a level, you go through a portal, and it brings you to like a temple where you can fuck around with your wands and change your wands up, and then you go down to the next level and you do it all over again, find a new portal, down to the next temple. I didn't realize this, but apparently the entire world is connected, and I found this out when I went down to like the third level, the snow area, and I just went over to the right, and I went really far to the right, and I found a rock wall that just went up and up and up, and I was like, okay. So I climbed this rock wall for a long time, and I eventually found that it was the opening under a rope bridge that I had found earlier for a secret area in the first area of the game. The rope bridge goes over a gap, there's a lava sea, and then there's a rope bridge, and then there's this other temple where you can find an orb, and a secret boss appears if you take the orb, and you gotta kill it. So I climbed up from the third level all the way up to the first one, and I didn't even know that was a thing you could do, but I did it. Cool fucking game. Super. I love it more and more every single day. Gotta recommend. Hey, post in the comment if you fucking beat Noita. Bet you fucking won't, cowards. Based. I had I don't know. I'm gonna resist the urge to go on a whole tear about all the cool wands that I built. The one that I won with was essentially just a machine gun. It just and that was it. Simple, effective.
Epic.
Mwah.
I've been playing a lot of epic. Minecraft recently. And I listened
to the Money Spenders podcast at patreon.com/giveandtake, so I know that you've been paying. And if you listen to the other podcast at patreon.com/bensaint, you would know about Noida. Then you can hear me talk about my wands. if you want to know how I did it, if you want to know how I achieved the ultimate high-level gamer achievement and beat Noida, you can listen to that over there, and I will explain everything.
Yeah.
Dab. Okay, but anyway, Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft. I've been like furiously getting the big upgrades in this one server, and I have now the drip. I've got a full set of netherite armor, and
is that better than diamond?
Yes, it's the one that's slightly better than diamond armor, and it doesn't burn, and it doesn't it floats in lava, and it's very cool. And let me just check. I'm just gonna log on to the server so I can see, because I've been like getting so many enchantments, like enchantment books. I'm just gonna list all the enchantments I have, because I think I have like every possible good enchantment on all of this armor. And it's just I'm just proud of my gamer, like breaking blocks and jumping. It's not very difficult. Actually, it's taken a while to load. Whatever.
How do you get netherite?
Netherite, you have to, in the nether, with the updates, there's a new block called netherite scraps or something. You break a block, and it's really hard to find. There's only like 1, maybe 3 in a cluster. You get it, and then you smelt it into netherite scraps, or ancient debris. It's a block called ancient debris. You turn it into netherite scraps. You combine those scraps, 4 of those scraps, with 4 gold ingots, and you get 1 netherite ingot. And then you take a diamond thing, and you get a smithing table, and you combine the netherite ingot with the diamond thing to turn it into a netherite thing.
I see.
So,
pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, at the moment I've got on my netherite helmet, protection for aqua affinity, which means I can breathe underwater, I think. No, that means I can mine things underwater, as if I were on land. Unbreaking 3, respiration 3, which means I can breathe underwater, and mending, which means every time I get experience orbs, it mends the armor.
Oh, that's cool. That's pretty good.
I've got mending on all 4 of my things. My boots are the coolest. They've got blast protection 4, feather falling 4, which means I don't take damage from falling that much. It's got mending. It's got depth strider 3, which means I like walk and move really fast in water. I can walk up a waterfall. I can walk against the current easily. And soul speed 3, which means I can like walk like super hyper fast on soul sand.
Only on soul sand though. So in the nether, right?
In the nether, yeah. But I can build like a road with soul sand, and then like zoom across faster than normal running. And then I can also run on top of that.
Cool.
So yeah, cool. Really, I've been doing work on my secret project, and I've been playing Minecraft on the off hours, and I love Minecraft. It's so nice just to like it. I don't think it's a 9 to 5 I'm working right now, but on my secret project, my thing that I did talk about on my Money Spenders podcast, go listen. Is taken up a lot of my normal working hours time, and on the weekends I'm basically doing nothing but Minecraft and podcasts and streams and stuff, like listening to Vaush.
That reminds me that it's been a little while since we did a Shekels for Heckles. Maybe we should do another one soon.
Oh yeah.
I have not been watching any Vosh or any I don't know if Vosh is considered BreadTube, but I have not been watching any like BreadTube lately.
It pretty clearly is. Why?
You think so?
Yeah. Why would you? What do you know? I don't know
I know all about Vosh. Like I've seen a bunch of his stuff. I was watching it a bunch for a while there. I don't know. I guess when I think of BreadTube, I think of like essayists more than
Oh,
streamers.
yeah, okay.
But
He's a
it's
person on YouTube
arbitrary.
who is bread flavored.
Yeah, sure. I have not been I mean, I haven't been watching Thought Slime, who I was watching religiously for a while there. I haven't seen the new ContraPoints. The last two ContraPoints, actually. I haven't watched the new Philosophy Tube yet. I am just like, I don't know. I am just not feeling very motivated to think about, or I don't know. I feel like I kind of like get it
You
already,
get it?
you
Yeah,
know?
okay. I find them
Yeah.
to be generally entertaining, especially Philosophy Tube and ContraPoints. Just video wise, they're very like good.
They are.
And so I've been rewatching a lot of those.
I mean, I really like Sean. What was the last one he did? What was the last Sean video?
Didn't he I don't know if it was recent, but I saw he made a huge long video about World War II and how stuff happened.
That was it. That was the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Why did the nukes? I got like 10 minutes into that, but then I got distracted by something else and I haven't gone back to it.
That's a good one. That's a pretty good one. It's more about history than like him making. I mean, he does make the case for why the bombing was bad, but a lot of it is like explaining the history of it and like what was going on with like Japanese politics and American politics and et cetera, et cetera. That one felt more history-ish and less BreadTubey, although I mean it's both. Lol. I watched a video about Quinton reviews. I saw this video recommended to me, and this guy was it was like he had made a previous video called like The Fall of Quinton Reviews, and he had made like another update video to that specifically about the DMs thing with Sarah Zed and Lindsay Ellis. And this guy, I mean, I agreed with some of the things he said, and he wasn't even like, he wasn't that harsh. Like, he was very critical of Quinton, but he wasn't like unbelievably so. And he says like, Quinton isn't like a complete lolcow. He's not like a complete train wreck. I just find him very fascinating because he has of his like very like pathetic personality. And he gives some examples of like how Quinton is very approval seeking in general and very like, whinging and stuff. But like a bunch of the time it slips through that like what this person considers to be a fall of a titan, so to speak, is like that he decided that like actually like right wingers are bad, right? Like Wait. It slips through that like this person has they're being like quote unquote objective, but once in a while you're like, this person has an opinion and I can tell what it is.
Wait, his angle is Quinton Reviews doesn't like right wingers, and that's why he's a fallen titan.
Well, that's not really his argument. His argument is that Quinton is like bad. He behaves badly and he's cringe for all these reasons, and he gives pretty reasonable examples of that is pretty cringe that he did and he said those things. Yeah. True.
But then they're saying like
as he's talking about it, he will touch on like, and when Quinton changed his politics, and when he talks about that, it's like this person is not neutral.
No. That's it really like whatever.
I mean, I guess
like I don't know too much about him. I watched a few of his videos once. And he seems I think he was like one of the first YouTubers I had clicked on a video on that had a more reasonable view of things like Anita Sarkeesian or something. Like he was like it was the first left-y thing I'd ever looked at.
Okay.
And I was like, that's interesting. But then since then he's like quite normal, not that interesting, I don't know.
Okay, well, I mean, famously, he had that bit where he, like, in the middle of an unrelated review, he went on the rant about how much he hates Trump.
That was, I heard about that.
And it's like, okay, that's a little cringe. That's a little cringe, and I think we can all agree. We can all, left or right, you like black people, hate black people. We can all agree that that's kind of cringe.
I kind of remember it being relevant, but I don't know. I thought it was at the beginning, like, if something. Okay, here's the thing. I kind of hate Donald Trump. Blah blah blah. Obvious things. And then he went on to talk about a cartoon or something. I can't remember really, but like I didn't feel like
about
that
a movie that like
super cringe
had Trump in it or something, or was it? I don't know.
But
the point is, like, some people like when this guy was talking about that event, he says that it's cringe, but then he talks about like the fallout. He specifically mentions Mumkey. He talks about like the fallout that it led to with people like Mumkey over Quinton's quote unquote divisive politics. He specifically calls these divisive politics, saying Orange Man bad, and how like it cost him friends that he said stuff like this. And like that's when it's like it's not just about the cringe for you though, is it? It's not. There's more to it there. Just say it. Just fucking come out and say it.
Didn't Quinton go on that podcast with Monkey and Lemon and Rusty Cage? What was it called?
State of the YouTube?
Yeah, I think he was on that.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Maybe he was.
I
know they had the thing where like when Mumkey got banned, Quinton like said, "Haha, fuck you," and then everyone was like, "No, Quinton, that's not cool. He's been banned from YouTube. You can't say that." And Quinton was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that being mean was mean." And like,
why would you back down from such a thing?
That's very cringe. That's very cringe, because if you think that like, oh, this is serious, I shouldn't, gloat over this. Okay.
Why would you do it in the first place? Yeah.
People said, then why would you do it in the first place? People said like this guy argued that like, oh, Quinton said that people shouldn't be censored, but then he was happy when Mumkey was censored. That's hypocrisy. If you think that Mumkey is bad, if you really think he's terrible, then just be happy that he got banned. Like, what's the problem? Who cares if like idiots call you a hypocrite for it? You're not one, unless you said like no one should ever be banned from YouTube, and then someone gets banned from YouTube, and you're like, haha, But I don't think that's the case.
Yeah,
people apologize a little too easily. Quinton is the kind of person who is like,
yeah, like I
very malleable.
I would much rather he like make a statement and stick with it. Like if he doesn't like Mumkey and he thinks Mumkey's bad, to say
it. Then just own it. Then just own
it. The fact that he took it back is like, well, why did you want to score points by saying that? What do you actually believe?
Yeah, true. Gotta take a stand. It's all in your hand. You know what that is?
It's a song, probably.
That's the opening theme song to the Animorphs live-action Nickelodeon television series.
Oh.
I wonder if there's any more Animorphing Time. I listened to every episode of Animorphing Time, the leftist Animorphs podcast, and I ran out. There was no more to listen to. They only release like once or twice a month. Sad but true. I crave more. I could probably read through the rest of Animorphs in less time than it would take me to listen to the rest of that podcast that will go through the whole series, because you can read these books in like an hour or two, and each episode is like that long or more. So is it efficient? No, but it's funny. Yeah, okay. Sorry.
That's my Animorph impression. Shall we go to voicemails? You said that we had a lot to get through, or at least a lot of them. We may skip.
Why? Am I floundering? Are we floundering?
No, but we've been going for an hour and a half.
You're right. We have. Yeah. Okay. We do have. Yeah, we have a shit ton of voicemails this time. I don't know why. Okay. You have it up? You ready?
Yes.
Okay, the first one is called My Fence. 3, 2, 1, go.
Konnichiwa.
Oh my god.
Fuck are you? Okay. Until you next time, sayonara.
Oh, hey, you know what? Always nice to hear a friendly voice. You know what? We're off to a riotously good start. I would say we're gonna polite Japanese clapping. Okay, next one is called less child abuse, please. Parentheses, site is spelled verped. 3, 2, 1, go.
Discourse around pedophilia and maps is so dangerously fucked. Like, the way it is now is what you'd imagine if you wanted to maximize instances of abuse. As a society, the terms pedophile and sexual predator are often treated as interchangeable. We imply that anybody who is attracted to children must be abusing them. But that isn't true. Actual cases of abuse are more often to do with children being easy targets for people in positions of authority. When it comes to actual pedophiles or maps, it's a totally different story. By and large, they know it's fucked up and intentionally deny their sexual impulses. They don't choose to be that way and usually actively wish they were not. But if society constantly tells you you're a monster, you often start to believe it. These people bear the weight of sexual deprivation under a society that tells them they're basically as good as an abuser already. They can't tell anyone about it for fear of repercussions, so they have to bottle it up. They grow to hate themselves and are under perpetual mental duress. This is not how you get someone to live a healthy lifestyle. This is how you get someone to give into their vices and or kill themselves. People don't realize how many are secretly struggling with this. Pedophiles are among us, whether we like it or not, and our goal should be to support their efforts to not give in. Verped.org has a bunch of testimonials and resources to help understand the issue. The branding of virtuous pedophiles is really bad, but I suppose that's inevitable in this realm.
Huh.
I guess I agree with all that.
Yeah, I guess I'd have to look at the Verped, VIRPED.
There is something really off. There is something really off-putting about the name virtuous pedophiles, though. That is, I don't like saying.
Yeah. Oh god, that's just what it's called.
That's just what it's called. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's true.
Welcome to virtuous pedophiles.
Oh god, it's I have heard that before, and I it makes sense, and I believe it that actual abuse is often just a case of like a person can do it. They're in a position where they can do it. Like that's why it happened so much in the in the church historically, is because like that was like very much a situation that these people
like,
were empowered to do it, so they did it.
They were empowered not because it was a sexual attraction thing necessarily, or is that also part of it?
I don't know, but like yeah, it's like you just.
I think
like it's more about can you than about like, oh, you have like a mental condition.
Yeah. I definitely agree with the idea that you can't necessarily help your vices, or not your vices, your predilections, what turns you on is like sometimes like out of your control. It's your actions that you can control.
Sure, and I mean,
people, if they end up having an attraction to children, obviously they should never do that. And the way we treat the conversation around pedophilia is very like no discussion necessary. If it's even slightly potentially the case, then we should just scorched earth, like burn, just destroy them. No room for any discussion at all because children are involved. And I get people's wariness because it feels very weird to even think of the phrase virtuous pedophiles these days. But I think if it is the case that people have these things and they don't wish to act on them, that is at least evidence that not everyone who is attracted to children is necessarily an abuser. So yeah, I guess there's a discussion to have.
Yeah, I mean, I am for whatever, this is the tough questions. This is we're dealing with the PQ right now, the pedophile question. And the answer that I prefer is, first, a solution that, results in the fewest children being abused, which is probably the case that like, you know, letting people that are like this, and like he said, they are going to exist no matter what. So letting people like that, you know, get help, or whatever that looks like, and not be shamed just for existing, you know, as long as they're you know, not hurting anyone.
I guess the issue,
and then secondary to not abusing children is, I would in addition to that, also dealing with these people who are, you know, doing what they need to do not to hurt anyone, you know, dealing with them, you know, humanely is also good, you know.
Yeah.
So I agree. Controversial statement there, maybe, but yeah, sure. No, this guy's right.
Yeah, I agree as well. It's just frustrating because I know the issue is so much about like anybody who would want to like have the conversation runs the risk of being just shit talked as and like thought of as a pedophile online. Like, oh, you even think about defending like the rehabilitation? That's just, you know, major cringe. You're probably a pedophile yourself, actually. And then it's all like,
as a registered Democrat, I want us to be as open and generous with pedophiles as possible, because I stan all of them. They are all my gods. They are my kings and queens, and I won't let anyone besmirch them.
Yeah, I don't know how to go about this sort of thing, but I guess Verped, who we are.
I'm not
FAQ.
I'm not gonna read the website. I don't care that much.
I'll at least skim it. I mean, I don't know.
I guess. Next one?
Yeah.
Okay. Next one is called Cringe or Based, episode 1. 3, 2, 1, go.
Based.
Nice.
Oh, clever new show on the voicemails. We have to guess if it is going to be cringe or based each episode.
Well, what an exciting new chapter in the PCP
I'm so excited
history.
To see the next one and to be correct when I flip that coin.
Okay. Next one. Don't forget to eat your greens. 3, 2, 1, go.
Don't forget to eat your greens.
Nice.
Sure.
Hey, this is apropos of nothing. We've talked about this. We've talked about this a little bit. I've mentioned it, and we have kind of like skirted around the idea, and it's been floating around. Like, maybe I don't know how to feel about it anymore. I mean, should we rebrand the PCP a little bit, because we're like things are clearly different now? Should we do that? I have thought for a while that we should, but it almost feels like it's too late. But like, that's stupid, right?
I guess it's not too late. We could change branding, and it would be like the Ben and Gib and sometimes Tom show.
Yeah.
What would change though about like the show itself? What would we talk about specific things, or
what if we got? Just if I'm spitballing here, what if we got like a new theme song, maybe a new intro? We don't really do like. Wait, I don't watch this garbage. Does it still do the Oblivion Fall like animated like spinning intro?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, maybe we could change that, or get a new one. Get a new theme, new song, new thing, new banner. I mean, we wouldn't have to change like the thumbnails or anything. The thumbnails are fine. I don't know. I just feel like it would be appropriate.
I guess you're right. I just don't know how to go about it.
I don't know. How
would
to
we
do it
change
either.
the title of the podcast? Would we like new podcast episode 1, or would it just be
no?
Procrastinators?
I mean, it would be fun. I mean, okay, imagine that the PCP goes on for another 5 years, right? It would be sort of weird to have like a period of the PCP where like, okay, this was the period where it was mostly Ben and Gib, right? But only like the latter like portion of it has like the different theme song. Like most of it just sounds like any other, is like branded the same as any other part of it, but like the latter piece of it is like branded differently. I guess
that's
when
fine.
I say it out loud, it doesn't sound like that
who
big a deal.
cares? They'll just be like,
You're right. Who cares? Who gives a fuck?
We should change it. I think we should.
We should change it.
Maybe we could change the name to be, instead of PCP, we could just have the Procrastinators. Or like the Procrastinators podcast, like instead of PCP. I've never really... I don't know, I just feel like PCP is like, it's a drug thing. And like anyone new will be like, when are they going to do the drugs? When are they going to do it?
Maybe. I mean,
it's like a pun that has never been relevant at all.
It's true. I think, can we put out a call for like a new theme song? Can we have another contest?
We can have another little contest. And
okay.
Any suggestions for like, ways to change the way the show looks and
here's what I think. Okay, you know what? Let's just say that, like, hey, anyone who's interested, who thinks it would be cool, can like contact us, maybe add us on Twitter or whatever, and give us, like, if you want to try and like write a new theme song or make a new like banner image or anything like that. I don't think I would change the logo, like the channel icon.
TPC CD thing.
Yeah,
I can.
That seems like going a little far. But yeah, I don't know. We're looking to rebrand, and if you think you would be funny to do something, and you can show it to us, and if we use it, we will say thank you.
We will say thank you.
We will say thank you.
We will shout out your thing if you have one.
Yes. Okay, next voicemail is Kringus Bingus, episode 4.
Okay.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey there, PCP. It's me, Kringus Bingus. I'm going to get right into it. What I cringed at was the fact that over the weekend, somebody got my credit card information and used it to pay for some OnlyFans. Just somebody's OnlyFans.
Sorry, that was me. Sorry, that was me.
$25 of OnlyFans transactions, and it was really silly. So I had to cancel my card, and I'm driving to the bank to get a new one. So that's silly.
That's very cring.
What I binged was some anime. There's some good seasonal shows that have a few episodes out that I enjoyed.
No.
There's also an older show from 2017 called Aka 13. It's okay. It's pretty good. It's like a political drama type of thing. I enjoyed my time with it.
Aka 13, never heard of it.
A follow-up from last time. I said my mom had COVID. I did not have COVID, and she's doing okay. I just wanted to get a check-in about that. This is Kringus Bingus signing off. Thank your favorite PCP voicemail caller.
Thank you, Kringus Bingus. We love you. Always nice to get an update from Kringus Bingus.
I like to bing a Kringus Bingus instead of kring.
I never kring at Kringus Bingus, and I always bing Kringus Bingus. Very good. Wait a minute. Before we go on, I just remembered something that I want to shout out. I have not shouted out enough of Krug Smash on this channel. I want to.
Is that the or the Dwarf Fortress? The Digimon person.
No, it's the Dwarf Fortress guy. Yes. Someone. Okay. Okay. It was Lemon Tart from who worked on the PCP dating sim. He was part of that. Messaged me to be like, Ben, I gave Krug Smash a try. I watched the Splatterface, like you said, and he was like, "Thank you. It was great. It was a masterpiece. I loved it. I'm gonna go and watch Monster Killer: The Fortress series next because it was so great." And I was like, "Yes, fuck, yes, excellent, love it." That made my day. I hope other people discover Krug Smash through my recommendations. He is back. Splatterface is over. He has gone back to a new quote unquote fortress called the Watchful Eyes, and the Watchful Eyes is sick. It is nothing. It is completely different from all the other fortresses he has done. It rules. It's great. But don't go right into Watchful Eyes, because it is a direct continuation from Scorched Fountains, which I think was a direct continuation from Honeystoker, which I think was a direct continuation from Monster Killer. So you could jump in anywhere, but it's better if you go back and watch the older Fortress, at least as far back as Monster Killer, maybe even further. I don't remember. So I was just very fucking excited. Just very fucking excited that Krug Smash is back to Watchful Eyes.
Cool.
Okay. Yes, very cool. Okay, next voicemail is called Tomg, Tomg, How to Resurrect the Podcast. Ah, thank God. 3, 2, 1, go.
So first of all, the way the podcast is right now, it's not dead, of course. There's still people watching it. They call a volcano dormant when it's like low activity, is to sleep for a while. So I think that's what we should call the state the podcast is in. Currently, it's dormant. So the way that we fix this is to have another RagCon, because that always brings the spirits up as a good RagCon. Like, in the past, RagCon has brought people who supposedly left the podcast back into the fold. Maybe not immediately, but like slowly, you know? There was another RagCon. Plenty of people who have supposedly left the podcast would probably go to it anyways, right?
So yeah, like that's true. I've stopped the voicemail. Yeah. That's true, but we can't do it because we have things that must be delivered on from the last one.
Yeah.
Which are actually being, believe it or not, they are actually being produced.
It's definitely slower than we would have liked, but yes, nothing has been like, aside from the stuff that we haven't started yet, like the Dojin.
Well, the stuff that we haven't started yet is not started because the other things that have not been finished yet must be done first. So,
does the Dojin need anything to get done?
Well, we never really settled what exactly the Dojin would be. I had some ideas about what it would be. My ideas, though, were that it should tie into the OVA and Road to Radcon, and Digi has still not finished the final chapter of Road to Radcon, despite me asking her several times to do so, despite you asking her several times to do so, and her saying yes, she'll do it, but she still hasn't done it yet. So that we can't do that because I think it should be a tie-in. So there's that. Yeah. There's that. My idea is that it should be. Well, whatever. I've explained that enough.
Yeah. At some point, I don't know. There's only so many times you could just ask her to do it and wait. Like, should I write it? Should you write it at this point? I don't know. It feels wrong.
I mean,
because I don't know what it was supposed to be.
It does feel wrong. Well, okay. I have a few thoughts about this. It does feel wrong because the Road to Radcon was like absolutely a Digi creation. It would not have been, I don't think anyone else could like. It wouldn't be the same if anyone else made it. On the other hand, slightly mitigating that is the fact that now, like 2 years later, if like everything is it 2 years?
I don't think it's a year. It's full years. It's
almost a year later. Almost a year.
Yeah.
Almost a year later. I mean, after everything has happened, a lot has changed, and like Road to Radcon 5 now will not be what it would have been. But I still think Digi should write it. Because I still think it should be Digi that makes it. If she won't do it, then I guess someone else will have to, even though that does seem completely wrong.
Right. I mean, we should definitely make sure if we're going to do it that we tell her beforehand.
Sure.
Just in case she was gonna get around to it. I don't know.
I have no doubt that she has every intention of eventually getting around to it, but like eventually must be on a reasonable time frame. And I know that sounds hypocritical considering how long it's been that like the other stuff is still getting made. But I was saying before that like the OVA will not be an infinite amount of time away. The OVA will be like coming, you know, probably in the medium to short, not short, in the slightly longer than short, low medium range future. If you understand, that makes perfect sense. And therefore, if we want, I would like to just have everything done before the OVA is done. I would like the OVA to be like basically the last thing that comes out.
Yeah.
And with it, everything else that is associated, and have that be like, okay, it's done. We delivered on everything. It's done. And only then could we even consider a Radcon 5. 5.
Yeah. Radcon 5. I mean, even if we wanted to just do one right now, there is a pandemic still. I would want to wait for that to like ease up a little bit more.
For sure. I mean, I would prefer it if like we were all vaccinated by then.
Yes, that's gonna take a while because it's all like for
it'll be a few months at least.
Sure. Yeah. Older people are prioritized. People with conditions are prioritized, and they still got to build. They still got to like create millions and millions of them.
The rollout plan in my area estimates that like the vaccination will be available for the general public around April or May, which probably is an optimistic guess, and I would assume that that's the earliest it would possibly be.
When you say general public, do you mean?
I mean anyone.
You mean like nobody's getting vaccinated yet?
No, I mean they are being they're rolling it out, but it's for like only like, you know, right now like frontline workers, and then, you know, the at risk and stuff, and then eventually around April or May it becomes like anyone can get it.
Sure.
Is the plan anyway. So yeah, that's true. Lol, I forgot about the pandemic. Okay. So about the Road to Radcon thing is a little bit of a bottleneck, and we should I fucking posted in the chat about it yesterday, but whatever. We gotta figure something out. I really do think we should get cracking.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, next voicemail.
Yep.
Is all right. Next one. Timmy Jimmy, Powder Game Pixel Limit. 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't know if anybody still cares about this, but the guy who made Powder Game is like Japanese, so his English interfaces are kind of terrible. If you go open Powder Game and look down at the bottom right, there's a button that says .s, and that is the dot limit of the simulator. So if you click it, it cycles through, so you can increase it. There still is one, but like
this must be why
it's
when I was playing Powder Game
than the small one.
Stuff
so
would just like
it's
stop
like
appearing.
You can do even more crazy stuff with more pixels on the screen. So now go play the game again in the middle of the podcast.
Now there's 20 more seconds of your voicemail left. What are
you
genuinely,
using for? Yes. I love hearing about people. Just hear them experiencing something and being like, "Oh, that's cool," because I know it's cool. And that's me. I did that. I told you about the cool thing, and that feels good. So play the game again in the middle of the podcast. Thank you.
Okay, nothing. Cool.
What was it? Is the .s.l? Does that mean large amount of dots?
He said .s.
Okay, I clicked on it.
Oh, maybe, it means dots. Well, that's funny. Well, you should put stuff in the game until you can't put any more, and then click that to change the limit and see if you can then put more stuff in.
I'm playing the game.
Hey, I'm I gotta say, so like these are all definitely Tommy J again. These are, Tom G, Timmy Jimmy. The next one is Terminal Germinal, then Thimble D Jimble D, then Thinky Jinky, Tuba Juba, Thong Jong, Tub Jub.
Oh, I hadn't noticed.
So I mean, we literally told him not to do this in the last episode, and it's like he didn't listen. So
we can give him.
I mean, these aren't the. these aren't the worst. These aren't the worst voicemails, but they're not great either. And like, I don't know. I'm gonna start the next one. I'll start the next one. It's called FTL is good. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ben, you like roguelikes and roguelites such as Stone Soup. Have you ever played FTL?
About FTL.
Faster Than Light?
I have not played FTL.
It's really fucking good. It's like endless entertainment.
I've heard it's good.
I can it's just simple enough that I could actually like play it in class because
that's it. No more. Next one is called Thimble D. Yep, I've heard FTL is good. I never played it. Next one, Thimble D. Jimble College Solutions. 3, 2, 1, go.
I just want to add on an addendum to the college discussion as like a thing that you, if you're in high school or preferably about to start high school, something you can do to fix this, like in your own life, avoid a lot of the averse effects. So I only had to take about three gen ed courses in college. And the reason why is because I took 10 AP courses in high school, and I got college credit.
Okay, that's it. No more. What he's saying, you can take things. You can take AP. This is an American high school thing. Yeah. You can take AP classes in high school, and they can sometimes count for like college credit, or you can what's the word, like qualify out of taking like certain gen ed requirements, because they'll count you have been like taken like elementary chemistry or physics or whatever if you do the AP class. Yep, it's a good idea. Next one is called Thinky Jinky, more college shit. They're all 1:30. 3, 2, 1, go.
So I have some more clarifications about the school shit. So Ben, or whoever, you've seen my resume.
No.
Perhaps you remember I'm a computer science
No, I didn't read your resume.
Computer science is a very strange field because it's the sort of thing where theory is like constantly relevant to the actual practice of the field. Like, of course, theoretical physics, like modern cutting edge stuff.
Stopped.
Only occasionally.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Computer science sure is fascinating. Next one, Tuba Juba equal line B caret parentheses. This is me. 3, 2, 1, go.
As I record this voicemail, I'm gonna do it. I think I've finally entered into the class of person that can afford to patron other people, because like I made money off of that fucking not off of the GameStop thing. I made money off the Dogecoin thing that happened a little bit after that. I sold at just the right time. It was perfect. I think I was supposed to like hold and ride the wave, but I would have not made as much money if I did that. And I don't think the Wall Street people,
how come Tommy J gets to make money off Dogecoin, but not me?
So I don't think I was on the side of the bad people, I don't think I stopped them.
Dogecoin is not bad. Elon Musk is bad.
Fucking them like they deserve, Anyways, I have money now. I made a lot. I think I've finally entered into the class of person that can patron other people. So, of course, I'm not going to patron the Procrastinators podcast. I'm going to patron Jess so that I can see all of this hidden Jess content that people have been fucking yapping their mouths about. And I can't see any of it because I don't have any money. But I do have money now, so I'm going to do it. And I'll report back whether it was worth it or not.
You should patron me.
Gib.
Money Spenders podcast, what?
Gib.
What?
I don't know if we're going to have to cut this or not. I'm actually upset. I'm honestly upset. I'm genuinely offended and angry, and I hate this person so much. I hate Tommy J so fucking much. I cannot fucking stand him. Jesus Christ. I'm seething. I'm seething. Oh.
Do you want to let him know? Do you want to keep this in?
What do you think?
I don't know.
What do you think we should do? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm at a loss. I'm at a complete loss. Okay, next voicemail from Thong Jong. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my god, everybody has always been saying, oh, if you want to know what's going on with Jess, just patron him and you can see the patron videos.
Stop. Nobody says that. Nobody says that. Nobody fucking gives a shit. Nobody fucking gives a shit what Jess is doing. Who fucking cares? Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh my god. That I'm skipping the rest. That's it. We're going out on a sour note. I don't want to give this person no more. I will Tommy J. I will never ever play another voicemail of yours. Fuck you. Go to hell. All right? Fuck off. Fuck off. I know I'm taking this too seriously, but you know what? I'm valid. I'm valid.
No, I'm with you. He was just going on about whatever he wanted to talk about. It wasn't a question. It wasn't like, I have something to talk about on the Pro Crastinators podcast. It's just like, here's something I think about and want people to listen to. He's LARPing as a member of the show.
Here is the rub, Tommy J. I will never play another voicemail that has your name on it, and if I recognize your voice, which I will, because I know what you sound like, I will not play it, and I will tell Eleazar to edit it out. You will never hear yourself on the PCP ever again. Do not make another voicemail. If you do, you'll be wasting your time. Fuck you. All right, that's it. Next voicemail is called Homestuck Preservation Final, hopefully. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, this is an addendum to the whole Homestuck preservation problem. The offline archive I previously mentioned does not fucking work. Flash is dead, and so is that archive. Sorry for the confusion. What you need to do is you need to Google the unofficial Homestuck collection on Google, and the first result should be bambosh.github.io, and it's the unofficial Homestuck collection. Follow the fucking instructions. You have to download an asset pack. It is, in fact, the entire thing. Now, when you start it up, you go to the map because you're like, oh man, I want to skip to my favorite part. There's nothing there. The reason that is that there's a settings page that enables a new reader function. Okay, you can disable that in the settings, so you can have the entire thing. But like for new readers, it like doesn't let you skip to later parts and spoil yourself, which I think is interesting, but also shitty considering I've read the entire thing and I just want to fucking see Spade slick. Anyway, have a good day. Fuck that Homestuck archive I talked about earlier.
True. I'm not having a good day, but thanks anyway.
Yes.
Okay. I guess I have nothing else to say about that.
Yeah, it is just good that there is a Homestuck.
Yes, it's good. It's good that there's a Homestuck. Man, can you believe that we share a planet? We share a planet with Homestuck.
Oh wait,
we live on the same Earth.
The Hussy project came out. Did you play it?
I bought it. I haven't played it yet. I meant to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet.
We can talk about that when we both played it. I'm
so stupid. I literally was gonna, but then it was like, ooh, but Noida though. I could beat it again. Okay. Next one is called +1. 3, 2, 1, go.
Also, it seems that I have something to show now, so I will. Iluzon.me, that's my new website. Please go check it out. That's iluzon.me. Yeah, that's it.
Wait, maybe this. What? He had a voicemail last week and he has posted this.
I don't know.
Before that episode came out or something. It says 5 days ago.
Oh, I mean, I don't remember whether we played a voicemail from him or not. This is not like this, why would he think that we would know what the also is in regards to?
Maybe he probably can't see everything that happened in between. I don't know.
But we've played all the. He would have had to, if he left a voicemail about something, it would have been more than 5 days ago. So he would have said whatever he said, and then at least 5 days, probably more later, he called up the voicemail and said, "Also, I have a website, and here's what it is." No. Okay, next one is called +2. 3, 2, 1, go.
And what is going on that website, you ask? Why, it's Ego Month! A thing done by me every day, all January, all Black History Month, the shortest month.
Who is this? Who is this person?
I think he may have been the guy giving comic recommendations at one point.
No, that guy's accent was like fucking unbearably thick.
Well,
this is not that guy.
Maybe was he the guy who called us out?
Iluzon, who are you? Who the fuck are you? Why are you? What is this in regards to? Fuck off, Christ. Next one is another Tommy J. No. Next one is after that is Thousand Lung Man from NateFuckers at MichelleKillers.com. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, how I've waited for this moment.
Nice.
How
Production
I've
value.
waited to see him here. Wait, where is he? Where is nature? I wanted to see him. He was meant to be here.
True.
Woe is me. I wished to taste in his scent.
We live in a doom timeline.
Oh.
I really like this idea
I
of a
must
man with
let
1,000
him know
lungs.
how much he means to me, how much I want to fuck him. I wish to fuck Nate. I am with the League of Nate Fuckers. He leaves me.
I like. Ugh.
Leaves me breathless. The idea of a weird, creepy, like lung-based monstrosity is pretty cool. I don't know why he has so many lungs.
Never oh god, I'm gonna say it wrong. You ever heard of a Hecatonchires?
Nope.
It is a Greek monster. It's from like mythology, I guess. I think they like were like from around like the time of the Titans, like before the gods took over. They were like, the name means 100-handed ones, and they are just like giant fucking clusters of 100 arms that will grab you. It's
like
awesome.
The cluster from Steven Universe.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, pretty much. They're not that big though. I mean, it's only 100. It's only 100 Gib. That's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. All right, pretty good. Next one is called Seeking Goss. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, I just want to be real quick. I don't need, any sort of hot goss or anything. I was just wondering, where do I find what happened between Digi and May? I don't need you guys to talk about it on the show. I just want to know where to go to hear her talk about it.
I mean, she made a video.
May made a video. I don't know if Digi ever talked about it. Probably not.
I don't think so.
I mean, if you're seeking Gus, there are places to go.
He specifically said, "I want to hear her talk about it," and
well,
she made a video.
Hers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I guess he could have meant either of them. Lol. Digi? Yeah, I don't think Digi ever did talk anywhere. So I don't know.
Honestly, it's been a while, and I forgot the specifics. They broke up. That's as much as I can remember, really. There was definitely stuff that happened.
There is
I don't frequent ghost sites. I wouldn't recommend going to, like, what was it called? The stupid place where the idiots go.
Kiwi Farms?
Yeah. Lol. I think a lot of people there would have been talking about it, if you really want to know. But I don't know whether any of that is, like, true.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculation there. A lot of speculation and a lot of like, oh, I bet I know what happened.
Yeah, a lot of that.
Yeah. If you want, I don't think Digi ever really like made a thing out of it, so I don't know, sorry. Unless she did and I'm forgetting, but I don't think I am. Okay. Good question. Lol. But if you want the short I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could just say what happened, but like, is it worth it?
I mean, I honestly forget.
Well, I mean, there was
if you don't want to.
You know, if this is a little publicly available information, you know, they said they had the break-in. Someone broke into their house or something. That one's got a big asterisk that one's got a big asterisk and an or something on it, because I actually don't know what the fuck that was. And then they broke up, and then May went to go be a fucking right-wing shitheel with Ethan Ralph Lamau. And now she's she's one of those freaks.
Now she's insane, yeah.
She was always insane.
True.
She was always
I mean, I didn't know. I had no idea.
She was always dumb as fuck, but now she's free. Now she's free to be as dumb as she likes, and embarrass herself, in whatever way she chooses. Lamau. Cool. And I think that's basically it. That's the gist of it. Next one is called Alaskan Weeb. 3, 2, 1, go.
So I'm going through things, and I'm a little bit behind, but I just know got to the episode where you guys were answering the voicemail about accents, and everyone seems confused about Southern accents. So I haven't been down here in the South too long, but I've noticed that there are, roughly speaking, about 3 kinds of accents that you run into. You kind of run into the more Bayou accent, which is very long, slow drawl. You can, it's more common among men than among women, but it's very slow. Drawl is generally the term used to describe it most. Then you got more your Bible Belt accents. Those ones are a lot more nasal. The twang is often used to refer to it. It's pretty common. Mm-hmm. Then of course you got your hillbilly accent, which ain't really from the South. It's a lot more from like the Appalachian Coal Belt, but gets lumped in with them anyways. And second of all, Palin's not from Alaska. She's from fucking Idaho. Everyone up here fucking hates her. Fuck
Who?
Sarah Palin.
Sarah Palin.
Oh yeah, I didn't know she was from Idaho. I know her as the Alaskan, so that's new. There's different. I know there are a bunch of different kinds of Southern accents, and I've heard people do a bunch of different ones, and when I hear them, I can be like, oh yeah, they're totally different, but like, I couldn't actually identify for you which one is which in the wild. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's all true.
It's true that people do be talking different sometimes.
People do be talking different sometimes. That's no joke. Lol. Speaking of which, the next one is called Funny Joke. Warning, not a funny joke. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey gamers, no more funny jokes for me. I'm all out of them. But that did get me thinking. What's the funniest thing that you think you've ever done?
That I've ever done?
Be born.
The funniest... funny in, like, deliberately funny, or funny in, like, a laugh at me kind of way? I don't know. I mean, I dressed like a fucking freak in high school. I wore suits all the time, and I had this like weird, like this giant, like creaky red leather coat that I would wear all the time. Just the way that I looked in high school was probably the funniest thing I ever did. Honestly, if I'm being honest. Anything else?
I can't think of, like, when I was young, I wasn't
becoming a pony tuber was a pretty funny thing to do. Actually,
I guess that is
that
pretty
might
funny.
that might be it. Actually,
like an unironic pony analyst.
Yeah, I was a little ironic.
I was less ironic, I think. I just liked thinking about it, and it was like a big thing at the time. When I was young, I wasn't like into a goth or emo or any sort of weird thing that you look at back and cringe, which is also almost more cringy because it's not funny. It's just like you were just quiet and did as you were told, and that's the cringiest possible thing. But it's not a funny cringy thing. So yeah, I guess brony analysis is probably the funniest thing I've done.
I think that's a winner. That's the winner. Okay, next one. Oh my god, Kringus Bingus bonus episode. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, it's Kringus Bingus here again.
Yay!
I'm just calling because you wanted me. I listened to the last episode, and you wanted me to talk about my feelings on Pan Pizza's art style.
Yes, please.
You know, I remember watching some Pan Pizza videos back when I was in high school. And I liked those videos. They were fun. I watched the Penny and Stocking video. I watched... that's really the only one I remember off the top of my head. But, he did a bunch of cool videos about cartoons, and I liked them. They were good. I think his art style is okay. It's like very 2000s, like mid-2000s.
It's like 2000s, but like a shitty version of it.
It's not really my thing. But if you like it, then I guess that's okay.
What I hate about it is like I see what he's going for, and he's failing.
You get a bonus cring this week. A thing that I cringed at was Tommy J. Tommy J guy.
Based.
If you're listening to this,
based.
You don't need to send in like a billion voicemails. Just think of one really good one every week.
Yeah, like Kringus Bingus here. Tommy J needs to be more like Kringus Bingus. We all do.
That's my advice. Kringus
Thank
Bingus
you.
signing off.
Thank you, Kringus Bingus. Voice grail.
Podcast.
Wait,
Pizza Party podcast. Remember?
I think he's already in the voice grail. Well, I wish I could put if I could put him in there again, I would.
Ben, I think you missed Clusterpunk Kitchen right here.
Oh, I did. I skipped it because it was just colored different because it was played. Okay, I'll play that in a sec. But okay, I was a little harsh before when I said I can see what he's doing. He's failing. He doesn't always fail. Like I said last time, I think sometimes his art is like a passable, like, okay, yeah, it's that like Cartoon Network, like, super flat style. Sometimes it's like, it's that and I get it and it's okay. And sometimes it's that, but like bad and ugly and it looks terrible. So it's not like I don't get what he thinks the appeal of his art is. I just think that it fails to be appealing in that way a lot of the time.
Do you think it it comes across as half finished, like a first draft, something?
Sloppy, yeah, sloppy. A lot of the time. Actually, to be fair, I actually really like the drawing of me that he did when I was on their show. Like that's an example, I think, when his style works and is fine.
Because I was in it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's a good drawing in my opinion.
Party podcast Ben Saint with PCP's Ben Saint. Oh yeah, I did. I remember that. That was a pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good, but then I don't know. A bunch of his images in his pitch were just like, this is garbage. This is dog shit. This is like, I can see what you're trying to do, and it's like half working. Okay. Yeah. Next one is called Clusterpunk Kitchen, and it comes with a image, and the image is this. I'm gonna post it in the editor links to put it on the screen there.
It's Morshu.
From Link Zelda.
Link Zelda CDA.
From Link
YouTube
Zelda.
Poop.
Yes. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hang on.
Frying pan to the back of the head. Drag him underground. Grab ya Nate. Seal his fate. Grip your pussy. Prepare to mate. Suck the semen from his dick. That's good schlick. This recipe is brought to you by the League of Nate Fuckers. In this house, we fuck Nate all day long till the clock strikes 8. Take a bite, change your life.
Gross. What is that like an actual League of Nate Fuckers? There was another.
The Thousand Lung Man was also
a Nate fucker.
I think he also said he was in the League of Nate Fuckers.
Oh no!
Crazy?
Is this a new faction?
Crazy? It's like they've been like the Nate heads have been radicalized. It's like when Q got proven wrong. It's like people were like, "Oh no, Q was wrong. Oh no, the storm didn't happen. Oh no, we didn't get the day of the rope. Wait a minute. I was already radicalized, but now I'm super radicalized. Now I've become like a mutant strain, like an offspring, an off growth of this movement. I've become like a freak. I'm going to take matters into my own hands." So, pretty good. Pretty exciting developments.
They're going to be knocking on our door again, I'm sure.
Oh yes, I don't think we've seen the last of a League of Nate. Okay, next one is called Trial of the Golden Bitch. 3, 2, 1, go.
I hit bedrock in my bedroom, playing New Doom with Aesop Rock and MF Doom, and a shroom sandwich. Not psychedelic, but delicious. Got no bitches. No women either for that matter. I'm high on scattered thoughts. I'm most gonna batter and pies to make a living on my list of grinds. I got no game, no life, plenty cash and passion. Time to look at myself, start laughing. I'm on a phone room, crying on the sounds of the bass go boom. YouTube serving on the couch with the box of goon. Just so much touch. And I'm on a room, plugging up the sounds of the bass go boom. YouTube serving on the couch with the box of goon. Just too much time. I'm gonna lose it down.
It's that Digi song, right?
Yeah, honestly, good cover. I like it. Like it more than the original.
Yeah? Yeah, okay. Good. Thanks for the voice.
I like the bit where it's like that's my favorite.
Okay, I mean that part had some charm to it, sure. Next one is called
Wait, next one? Oh shit, is there more?
There's one more page. We got a blast.
God, I thought
we got a blast. We got a blast. 3, 2, 1, etymology go.
It's not a bastardization of the word that you guys were discussing. It is literally people mispronouncing exactly the same word. They were saying the same word. They just had an accent that made it sound different. And that's where that word comes from.
You're wrong. That's not true. That's not true.
What is that?
First of all, that's what a bastardization is. Yeah, it was maybe it started as that's what a bastardization is. That you started as a mispronunciation and it became its own word. Jesus.
That is what a bastardization is.
Yes, I understand. Yes, I understand that they derive from a common root. Duh. Christ all fucking mighty. Okay, next one. Large nose man, not Jewish. 3, 2, 1, go. I think he's from the
I can smell him with my incredibly large nose. He's so close. You thought you could hide him from us, but you're wrong. A big oopsie on your part. You can't keep Nate from the League forever.
Yeah, oh God.
We will find him. And when we do, we'll fuck him.
Okay. Alright. Go for it.
I feel like these guys need a bit of a pose as a team because shit just got real, like fan art.
Extremely large nose man with 1,000 lungs man, and Clusterpunk. Wait, did the Clusterpunk Kitchen have another name?
No, I think that was
in
just...
in that voicemail. No, okay.
Oh, he had the image.
That's
what he looks like.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, next one is called Prol Gesticulations. 3, 2, 1, go.
Pray, forgive my absence. I have news to share. Word finally reached us that the time of revolution was at hand. The triumvirate of jacks, jesters, and jokers was somewhat caught unawares. Thus, I was all they could send. I was airdropped onto the Capitol building in the fires of uprising, and my goal was simple. Placing a doodly virus into the US network that would disrupt all attempts at policymaking, with Mark Hamill as the Joker, laughing, highly bass boosted. Unfortunately, the plan hit a snag near immediately as I was shot in the face and then rushed to a hospital where I was later arrested with a previously existing warrant out for my arrest. I've been busy essentially clawing my way out of the intense minimum security prison they left me to rot in. After all this time, I've finally been able to check in with my base to report my failure, but I look forward to catching up on all the news and seeing how my comrades have overthrown the oppressive Burgoy's bastards. I'll keep you posted, PCP.
I can't believe the Joker went to the Capitol.
Turquoise?
Bourgeoisie.
Burgoyes, yes. Okay.
Burgoyes King.
The petite Burgoyes. The only petite burg I'm interested in, I'm getting that White Castle, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. Good luck. Next one is called Hi Ben. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, Ben. It's me, your old pal, Tommy J.
I don't think that's
Inquisitive mind, prolific PCP voicemail, an official member of the Pro Crastinators podcast.
No!
Yes, I know you haven't forgotten me, Ben.
It can't. I sure
I've
didn't.
just been sitting here since we last spoke, pondering, as you know I often do, Ben. You know how often I ponder these questions that I have. The question I've been pondering recently, Ben, is, well, what is patreon.com/Ben?
Next one. Hi Ben, it's me, the real Tommy J. I've been thinking about how we left things. 3, 2, 1, go.
I've been thinking a lot since we last spoke, Ben Saint of
That was very recently. Very recently,
I've been
sir.
pondering many things, as I often do, being Tommy J.
These were an hour apart, by the way.
Procrastinators podcast. And I've come to a conclusion. I don't think this game of ours will ever end.
No, Tommy J, no. What'll I do without you?
I cannot live without you. And you cannot live without me there to caress your supple feet using only facts and logic.
We're like yin and yang, me and Tommy J. Oh, tragic. How did it have to end this way? Okay, next one. Wish Upon a Star Confederation. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, this is Dick J.K. Navis on behalf of the Wish Upon a Star Confederation. We specialize in fulfilling the wishes of individuals and their families who suffer from unfortunate circumstances. I'm calling as a representative for my client who wishes to join your podcast for a single broadcast.
Oh no.
He does not carry any outstanding credentials but wished me to inform you that he is indeed based. My client suffers from an unfortunate hereditary disease that is described as such.
We can't
All
say
women
no.
from his family lineage are in danger of expiration shortly upon giving birth. It is unknown as to why this phenomenon occurs the way it does. As such, my client's mother had only one wish. To quote her, "Get my son on the PCP." I would like to read a statement from the son.
Based, mom.
Q bone bone bone, Q bone, Q bone bone, Q bone bone bone, Q bone bone, Q bone, Q bone, Q bone, Q bone. Please consider an open invitation to my client.
That's not
son
where
of
I
Mary.
thought that was going.
Thank you.
Why does Cubo want to be on the PCP? I mean, we have to do it. So
I guess we have to do it. I guess
he'll be on the next episode.
I guess we got to get Cubone. you can't turn down the. I thought it was going to be Tommy J. I thought it was going to be about Tommy J.
Ben, you're obsessed. Ben, you have to let him go.
He's living in your head rent free, Ben. You're obsessed. Okay, next one is called Pancakes, The Haunting of Ben Saint. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh, this is Marin Pan's artwork. I am here to haunt you, Ben Saint.
Marin Pan's artwork?
I will hover over you for the rest of your life with my slightly inadequate posturing. And I will curse you and make your art just as shitty as me. Ooh.
Is this like a self-deprecating bit? Like Marin Pan
Marin Pan is not pancakes with craters.
Huh? Marin Pancakes, you sure?
Yeah, it can't be. Why? Well, because we know who Marin Pan is. So why would this person have been signing their voicemails pancakes with craters? If they were Marin Pan, they would just say they were Marin Pan. What art is he talking about?
Didn't Marin Pan post something in the? I saw Marin Pan talk about entering an RFCK art contest with something.
He did enter the RFCK. He entered the crafts contest, but he entered it with screenshots of the Rowdy Rough House. Oh, he was building the Rowdy Rough House, by the way, in the PCP Minecraft server.
Oh.
And he also, and actually this is a good time to mention, he said that he's going to make the server free to all RFCK people, which I didn't know he had the authority to do that, but I guess, what do I know? It is what it is, and he said he's going to do it, so he's probably going to do it. So if you're an RFCK person and you want to see the full-scale Mlakacom that's being built, fucking PCP Minecraft server is the place to do it. Lol. Okay, I don't know what artwork he's talking about, though, because that was just screenshots of the game. So I'm confused. Sorry, Pancakes, I'm stupid. I'm too stupid to know what you mean. Next one is called Pancakes, Ben, you blew it. Warning quite loud. Bass. 3, 2, 1, go.
You blew it! You blew it all up! God damn you! God damn you all to hell, Ben Saint! You had him. You had Cheesy Manfredo.
Yeah.
And you could have asked where the goddamn pizza party podcast was. But you didn't.
I went there.
You done fucked up,
you went
Ben
there with
Saint.
Cheesy.
Me and Cheesy were there together. I should have asked again, though. Honestly, he's right. I should have asked again just to make sure that it wasn't just a terrible dream. Next one is called LLCs aren't used by giant corporations, you fuck. Did I say they were? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, I just wanted to call in and say that the dumbass who called in last week rambling about limited liability corporations.
I think that was
being
Tommy J.
used by giant corporations to dodge liability for things. That's not how it works. Limited liability corporations are not like a fucking rank of package that larger corporations get. It's like a completely separate kind of entity used by sole proprietorships and like small partnerships between a couple people to have a separate kind of safe area for their assets of the company and their own personal assets, so that if some asshole decides to sue them or they make a mistake, they're not going to get completely blown out of the fucking water with a single lawsuit and die horribly in the gutter. Thanks, and whoever the guy is, go fuck yourself. You're an idiot.
That's Tommy J, and I completely agree. I don't really understand a lot about it, but I know, LLCs are not big corporations, and I know just because, if you're a nobody or you're just, starting up a little fucking, rinky-dink operation, the thing you would apply for is to be an LLC. That's, little shit-stain companies, I think.
Delicious.
I don't know. I don't actually know how it works. Next one is called Ben Goes to Aldi. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, it's me, Ben Saint.
Yep.
I'm recording this audio log of me going to Aldi to pick up some keto bullshit. And
I don't go there.
I'm walking
I order
down the street right now to see a black man cross my path. I should greet him the only way that I know how.
Shut up.
Hello, my Negro. How are you doing today?
Uh-huh.
Wait, what? What am I saying? No, you don't understand. It's the formal greeting.
Fuck
Wikipedia's
you.
backing me up on this. What? Please, put the gun away! Ah!
It's remember that movie is it called Blast from the Past, the Brendan Fraser movie?
I don't know.
The one where he's been in a bomb bunker since the Cold War, and then he comes out and is like, oh wow, the world didn't end, and he's got an old mindset, and he's walking down the street. This is when he comes out of the bunker. This is the very beginning of the movie, and he walks by a black male lady, and he's like, well, bless my stars, a Negro, and she's like, huh? And that's me. That's me.
Living under a rock since World War II.
Exactly. Okay. Next one is them snakes. Could it be? Could it truly be? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1, go.
I can't believe
it's him!
They suspended me on Twitter!
Why would they do?
How dare they do this to me? All I wanted to do was simp for the cute snake woman. But I guess I can't do it anymore. I will have to simp for someone else. That's why for the last few weeks I have been fucking Nate. That's right, the perfect specimen.
Not
Nate
snakes as
specimen
well.
having his holes penetrated by my many snake bodies and multiple penises. It didn't even take much convincing. Like an eel slipped into a Japanese pussy, there was very little resistance. I hope Michelle is listening to this. Everyone doubted me, but none of them thought to ask who would win. 1 Michelle or 28,980 snakes? The answer is clear. The answer is queer. The League of Nate Fuckers is real, and we are coming. Oh, we are coming.
Nice.
So the League of Nate Fuckers is like a group of voice modulated supervillains that all want to fuck Nate.
I would describe them snakes as a sympathetic anti-hero, personally.
True. But I'm sure they would appreciate the villain label. It would be epic and stuff. They'd be in Supervillain Weekly.
It's just a bunch of fucking monsters. It's just a bunch of fucking monsters who fuck Nate.
all of the high production value. All of the high production value voicemails are just Nate fuckers.
They've unionized. They've made demands, and they demand Nate to fuck. Okay, well, I mean, this is pretty based arc we got going here. Pretty fucking scary also. I think there's more. Next one is from Lost Tapes Archive, number 6, my own tape. 3, 2, 1, go.
This next tape is from myself. I made it with my cum. I will play it with my bum.
Notices his bulge? Oh, well. Nate, that's quite the big package you have, though. Are you sure you don't need help handling it? Oh, well. Oh, it's okay. Michelle never has to know. Oh, well. Oh, wow.
This tape was brought to you by the League of Nate Fuckers. No. Or as I like to call them, the League of Michelle Cuckers! Audio Jungle.
Wait.
Audio Jungle.
Audio Jungle?
Oh god, this is a relentless assault.
Next one is called Nate Plushie. Sale ends now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Time's almost up to join the fucking league. Nate Bestman, this is the last day to cuck Michelle before she goes away. If you fuck him, then I am gay. Fuck now. Patreon.com/Ben Saint. Delete your pledge. That means no more. Patronage at the Ben Saint store. If you fuck Nate, his feelings will be sore. Ben's poor. Speakpipe.com/fuck Nate. Nate is grateful for your hard proteins. The more you fuck, the more he screams. This is your last chance today, it seems. Fuck now! $20 a fuck!
It's a little too much. It's a little too much. It'll like become a segment. Like we do the PCP, we do the voicemails, and then we do the Nate fuck segment.
I think they deserve it. I think they deserve to fuck Nate, honestly. I'm certainly not going to stand in their way. Okay. Next voicemail is called Kill. 3, 2, 1, go.
Forget the devil inside. Who am I kidding? I was born to kill. You. But you know, all this is a wake-up call to what I really believe. What I really am. What are you saying? What I'm saying is...
I'm the Joker, baby!
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, next one is Joseph. 3, 2, 1, go.
My name is Mangina! Joseph Mangina! I'll kill you!
Okay, next one is called Phallic Classic Edition. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, I heard you got a big cock.
Nice.
Nice.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you for noticing. Next one is called Why Nate, the best guy ever, needs to come back to the PCP. This is from second
best guy ever at pcp.biz.
Very professional.
I wonder who that is.
3, 2, 1, go.
I ain't need Nate to come back. Nobody need Nate to come back. I still fuck bitch get money. I don't need no Nate.
Was that Real My Ass Batman?
I'm gonna listen again.
It sounded like him, but I'm not sure.
A little bit, yeah.
It might be. Is maybe. Lol. Well, he's not. Thank God he hasn't joined the league yet.
Oh God! If Real My Ass Batman joins the league of Nate fuckers,
it's over. It's over. Nate's gonna get fucked. He can't defend. Him and Michelle can't defend against all that power. Okay. Next one is Cross Emp Lemon. New bad, old good. 3, 2, 1, go.
Someone touched on how they're phasing out of being a fan of Emplemon, and I couldn't agree more. What Emplemon used to do particularly well, and what I think most people came to his channel for, was his ability to create a long-form narrative about an obscure topic. Basically, he used to tell stories. And what made him so good at this was his dedication to finding every relevant detail and skill in creating a coherent theme out of the puzzle pieces that he digs up. This is apparent in his connection to crab mentality in the Hungrybox video, the supposed curse that Dale Earnhardt had on the Daytona 500 track, and the connection he draws between himself and Leafy is here. On the other hand, his recent videos completely lack a long-form story and or details that come together to make the whole package feel cohesive. His video about The Thing did have all those themes and messages, but it was really more so picking apart this one movie, and so it felt more like a standard video essay. His Fruit of the Loom video was literally just him describing the Mandela effect and acting like he was breaking new unexplored ground in philosophy, and Sympathy for the Villain has nothing connecting the media properties he discusses except they have good antagonists, making the whole video feel painfully surface level. It did at least get me to watch Whiplash though, which was amazing.
Yeah, I feel that analysis.
That was a pretty good. I feel like I completely understand now.
Yeah, definitely the story aspect is lacking, at least.
I have never videos. I have never watched any Emplemon. I mean, that sounds like really cool content. It sounds kind of like what Wang does, I guess, but like better. I don't know. Do you know Wang?
Know who that?
Wang is another guy. He makes he'll make like a sort of like a down the rabbit hole kind of thing, but like shorter, and he'll just like explain like some weird story about like some guy who was misunderstood on the internet, or some like artifact that was lost and what happened to it or whatever, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's like the jump between talking about like things that you have a passion for, and then just making videos because you are a YouTuber now. I feel like that's the stage Emplemon is at the moment. All these things that you talked about before were like he already was into, and like the villain is like everyone knows what a villain is, and it wasn't very interesting. It was just sort of like, here's some I don't know. Yeah, good voicemail.
Good voicemail. Thanks, Cross. Thanks for breaking it down for me. Next voicemail is called "One Weird Trick to Learn Japanese Quick, Not Clickbait." 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, I'm many weeks behind on the podcast, but when Tom was talking about learning Japanese, I thought I could give some advice. So the best way to learn Japanese on your own is using this method on a site called refold.la. The gist is that the best way to learn a language is not by studying textbooks or trying to become conversational quick, but instead by immersion in the language. That's right, I'm talking watching anime, dramas, reading manga. All those people who say you can't learn Japanese by watching anime are dead fucking wrong. I've been learning kanji, reading manga, and watching anime, albeit with Japanese subtitles, for like 6 months now, and I can actually understand quite a bit of the dialogue. You could totally do the same thing for watching tokusatsu and kaiju movies and shows. The best part is that it's free. WaniKani costs like $200 for a lifetime membership, and honestly, I don't think it works very well. Genki textbooks, fucking waste of your time. You're not going to learn Japanese by reading a textbook. And Japanese classes, like during COVID, fucking forget about it, dude. So unfortunately, it's not one weird tip to learn the language instantly. It does take some time, but it's worked pretty well for me, and it's designed to get you experiencing content in the native language very early on. Give it a try, and let me know, guys. Love the podcast. Thanks.
Thank you. Wait, so is there like some more to it, or is the advice just watch anime and you'll learn Japanese?
Wait, you said a website, hang on.
Yeah.
Refold.
I might have misheard.
Refold.la. The roadmap to true fluency. What is this? It's a step-by-step guide for learning any language from scratch. We explain exactly how to combine media, strategic study, and educational technologies to achieve high-level language fluency faster than any other method in the world.
Well, okay, so it's more than just watching anime or reading.
Okay.
Stuff.
Well, yeah, I guess this is like, instead of just like blindly watching anime, you can have like a more of a goal-oriented approach to it.
Okay. I mean, I would believe that it does, without knowing like exactly what the methodology of this place is. I could believe that it would work, but like, as long as you are like, you would need like a certain basic understanding. You would need to understand a little bit of basic Japanese and like sentence structure and stuff. And then, if you're watching it and it would probably be really tedious at first. You would have to be looking up words, right? Like as you watch and like you encounter stuff you've never seen before. Like, you're not just going to learn it just from seeing it. You'd have to like stop it and be like, okay, what does that mean? And then you go look it up. And then you're like, oh, okay, now I know. And then you come back to it, and now you know, and you go like that, right? Like, it's not just watch it. Develop establish skills, tools, and habits for immersion learning, and then you develop basic comprehension in a narrow slice, and then you convert your acquired language to speaking ability. Stage 4, coming soon. The stage is stage 0, refold philosophy. Stage 1, lay the foundation. Stage 2, build comprehension. Stage 3, learn to speak. Stage 4, coming soon. What could it be?
Learn to read? I don't know. But yeah, that sounds interesting. I'm not
neat.
Maybe I could do it with something, but is it just about Japan? No, it's a language, any language.
Did you quit learning Arabic?
No, I did quit, as in that I'm not currently doing anything about it. But yeah, I kind of want to continue.
Yeah,
because it's a very cool script to be able to write in that would be cool, I think.
I mean, it looks pretty cool. It does, truly. Well, that was the last voicemail, and we are butting up against the 3-hour limit. Eleazar says that we can't go over 3 hours because it breaks his computer. Lame. I don't know.
So we should cut it off here.
We should wrap up. Patreon.com/the Pro Crastinators for bonus episodes. Now, actually for real, the behind the scenes episode is out. You can listen to that. That's our latest bonus episode. We've got like a million other bonus episodes. There's like gotta be like 50 now, right? For $5.
Yeah.
What a deal. If you pledge now, if you become a patron now, you can fuck Nate. That is our main tier, is the fuck Nate tier. At $5, you can fill all of his holes. And that's I asked him. He
no
said
consent necessary.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, I didn't ask him, and that makes it better. I paid Michelle $5 to look the other way. It's no problem. Okay, and send us a voicemail to speakpipe.com/PCP voicemail, unless you're Tommy J, in which case don't do that. Any last words?
Nope. That was the show.
Okay.
You listen to it.
Bye. That's sorry you
Goodbye.
listened to this. Bye. Apologize. Goodbye.
Bye.